Guys, my head hurts so badly today.
Oh,
I feel it, bro. I feel it, bro.
And it's like,
Oh,
oop.
what the hell? Oh my gosh. Yo, double intro.
Yeah, and it was also kind of hot outside, so if I feel a little bit exhausted, you know why.
Well,
gotcha.
yeah.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh,
Man, I
yeah.
just noticed some. I just noticed something, guys. I guess I'm the only one here who still watches The Simpsons
What the
every
hell's
now and
happening?
then.
Stop doing that. Oh,
What?
I see what happened. Okay, it's gonna play one last time, then I'll be done. Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to understand the video thing more, and I thought this setting was for something else. Okay, so I had to
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying before, I think I'm the only guy here who still frequently watches the new Simpsons episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Every now and then. Yeah. I feel like with their Treehouse of Horror specials, the only thing I really look forward to now is just their parodies at this point, you know?
Yeah, and
But the
then you
thing
were
is,
shook when I told you about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
I know, right? I'm living in the past, but not that far back in the past. But yeah, like Simpsons got to a point where they can't really parody anything cool at the moment. So what do? They just parody something from the 90s.
There you go.
Well,
Classic
they had
world.
an anime studio redo Death Note one time, but
There you
like
go.
with The
They,
Simpsons.
yeah, no, they actually had a House of Horror episodes on Death Note.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. The animation sound and everything. But
I
yeah,
think it was
funny
like the
enough.
same studio, but I could be wrong.
Gotcha. Funny enough, they parodied the one movie we actually recently watched during our movie nights, which was Waterworld. But in their version, it was Plastic World.
Oh my
Mm.
goodness. Sorry, I just suffocated to death.
Nah, you either turn to plastic or die, really, because garbage is just thrown so much out in the world that there's no ground. You don't see any ground anymore.
Right?
So you either turn yourself into living plastic or die, basically.
Right.
So yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, man. With all the commotion, I almost forgot Halloween's around the corner, guys.
Yeah, it's this Friday.
I know, right?
are you excited?
Yeah, because my work lets me dress up. Is gonna let me dress up. So
Nice. I'm
expect
gonna be
me
one.
expect me to be with to look like I have jaundice and also have yellow eyes.
Ooh, sweet, nice,
I
nice.
for if anyone who's following me on my Instagram knows who I'm dressing up as. Okay.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna be spending my Halloween nights watching Megan 2.0. So yeah, I like that movie. Audience, they just kind of screwed up on the release date of that by putting it right next to Jurassic Park and Superman. So they really screwed that up. So yeah. Well, with all the commotions that way, you guys just want to get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, welcome to Comic Fanatic Live, the news and reviews of the week, audience. You're hearing me, Cryptid Secret 415. You know the deal. Tuesdays are my intros, so move on.
Yeah, and you're with me, Jake Tylenol. I'm here to tell you could put in 1,000 years of effort, but it doesn't mean you're gonna get an A. All right.
Yep.
Ace Comics, Brick It Wall. Go ahead, Witch.
I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and I can't wait to go see Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein in theaters.
Mm.
And together we form the Phanatics, and we talk about the news and reviews of the week. And on our special Monday nights, we talk about the media news. But once again, we are low on media news, so we will make it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Allegedly, we got some socials going on. So Witch is gonna have to talk about it, I guess. But
Yeah, so first of all, subscribe here because we're trying to get to 100, because why not? You
Yep.
can also find us on our Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69. You'll get updated when we go live, when we're about to go live. So yeah, do that, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can also, if you want to just find me because I'm cool like that, you can find me on my Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. On TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. Tumblr and Blue Sky, North Star Aria, You can find me on my Ko-Fi at Witch of Jotunheim if you want to support me financially. But if you definitely want to support me financially, please consider me for cool art. Hit me up on my Instagram for that. Yeah, you know where Austin is. You know where Cryptid is, and Jake.
What's up?
Where you are.
Bro,
Where
we're
are
stuck
you?
in Cardi bro. Cardi Newey swamps, gross shit, bro. It's gross. Can't wait to get out of here. Worse.
I'm hanging out. Yeah, don't worry. I'm hanging out with a bunch of elves right now who had to run away from humans because humans suck. So I get it.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of elves, I don't know why this made me think of them, but I just killed Heimdall again recently.
In God of War. Well,
Yeah,
Heimdall is not an elf.
Right, but it made me think about because dark elves and light elves are in that game, and then that made me think of Heimdall.
Yeah, that was kind of hella.
I swear.
Oh,
the
he's
day
shorter
that
than me.
we
He got
get
to be an
more-
elf.
The day that we get more Norse gods in God of War, or just like in general, I'm gonna be so happy with that.
Wait, I gotta wait. Is Heimdall? Are elves short? I'm sorry, I'm sluggish. Are elves shorter? Short? Or are they tall? I thought they were tall.
Gods, like the Aesir.
Depending on
the
what
Vanir?
kind of elves you mean. Are you talking about kind of elves? Yes, the regular elves are kind of tall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking about elves. My bad.
Yeah.
But,
I'm going
Yeah, I
to
would
leave.
love to get proper. I
something
would love to
there
get
off.
proper Norse mythology in my media rather than just like Nazi stuff. But that's just me personally.
Alright.
Yeah.
They love
You
to
were saying
steal things.
Austin, you were saying something?
Oh, we're talking
Austin?
about elves.
Oh, okay. Oh, we temporarily lost Austin. So anyway, okay. I guess with that out of the way, we can get on to the topics of the week, audience. Let's start us off. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, weird shit. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Sonic. I'm prepared for that. Okay.
I know, right? What the
What the fuck was that, Jake?
Okay, it looks like I still got a lot of things to figure out before we do this. Okay.
Yeah, you know, a little bit more than 6 hours of sleep could help when you do the tech issues like that, man. So yeah.
I was
wait
working,
on.
I was working on the computer that didn't have audio, and I assumed that none of these clips had audio, but whatever. I guess I'm learning this out. So yeah, Sonic.
Hold up. How can y'all hear me like immediately when I talk now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you know. Yeah.
All right. So beforehand, it was like delayed like a few seconds. It was throwing me off like really bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
but we can hear you now perfectly. So you'll get
Right. Does this have audio? Okay, we're not doing video clips. We're not doing the video clip.
How dare you actively try to get us canceled? Like,
I was not familiar. Oh, you know why? Because I played it. I know why. I don't have time to fix it, but I know why it happened. Okay. Anyway, Sonic CD, Sonic Movie 4. They're calling Sonic Movie 4 Sonic CD.
They're debating. They don't know what to call it.
They're debating it, but it should be a losing debate because that'll be a stupid ass name for a movie.
I think Sonic Movie 4 is a terrible name too, though. To be honest.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's fine.
I get they want to kind of go a little retro.
We'll get to the fourth movie. I think you got to at least start naming them something.
No, I mean that's cool. I don't mind it calling Sonic. If it's called Sonic Movie.
I mind it.
But if
bro, we get the sixth movie. They're like, yeah, Sonic Movie 6. I'm like, wait, fuck off.
Well, because I want the sixth movie to be called Sonic. Oh shit.
I get that they want to go for a retro feel with that title, you know. So
I'm thinking now, no one's gonna look at the title Sonic CD and be like, "Damn, that's gonna be a good movie," because it has CD in it.
Right. Also, because like CD wasn't really a story.
It wasn't that popular either, but it's just a name for the fans.
Yeah, the only thing that was popular was the intro that I was trying to play, but I guess I couldn't play. But the intro was the intro
and the future soundtrack.
Yes, I mean there were iconic things. It's like for people who don't know, Sonic CD was a game that was played on the Sega CD.
No, let me say it.
Oh my god. Okay.
I want to say it. As the resident Sonic CD fan, because I'm the Metal Sonic fan.
I think you're just a Metal Sonic fan. I don't think you're a Sonic CD fan.
Okay.
Well, you go.
So.
Okay, but you go.
Two Sonic fanboys.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go.
Sonic CD is probably I think technically the third Sonic adventure, third or second.
It It takes
I think
place.
it's right
No,
after
it's
two.
Sonic's second adventure that happens before 2. So,
Yes, because right for the dash, if I'm not correct.
yes, it did not come out second, but it is the second adventure.
But basically, long story short, Eggman goes to this planet called Little Blake Planet. They gonna keep bringing it up. Their time shenanigans through running through goalposts, basically. And this is I won't say the origin of Metal Sonic, but it's like the first appearance of current level Metal Sonic that everyone knows, and of Amy.
Yes.
Mm.
And for
Where
people who aren't aware, in the origin that they're
so
not
much
going
stuff
to
before.
in the origin they're not going to put in the movie, Amy meets Sonic because she is a tarot card reader, and she read that her
I bet they put it in there.
they're it's not going to be the true love thing, but,
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna be the true love thing. But I bet you they give her tarot cards. It's gonna be the whole personality.
tarot cards told her that her true love will show up on Little Planet, and that's where she met Sonic. Coincidentally,
Sonic Boom, the greatest soundtrack of all time.
Sonic Boom is one of the top Sonic songs. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
But
Sonic Boom.
I'm telling you, the tarot cards are gonna be half a personality. You're gonna be tough girl tarot cards.
Yes.
In fact, her arc might be having to let the tarot card stuff go and just living life.
Yes, people don't know. Amy's whole plot in here is that she is in love with Sonic, and then she gets kidnapped, and then you don't see her for the end of the game, and then you save her, and then she tries to throw something.
Like follow you around,
girl. Yeah, because Sonic. Because it was supposed to be a play on Mario and Peach. Because Sonic saves the princess, and he's like, "I'm not into that kissy stuff. I'm out of here." And I was like,
"Yeah, I don't want no cake." Anyway.
Right. So that was the original joke behind Sonic and Amy. That was what that movie was. Because every time you beat a Mario game, you got a kiss from Peach. In this game, Sonic's like, I'm the fuck out of here. So of course, because she is the first girl Sonic, she got to stick around and then become her own character and her own interesting character. And now she's evolved a couple of times. She went to an energetic, fun-ish character, depending on what game you look at. To a very boring character.
Goddamn nerd.
To a very boring character, and then she gave her own character. She gave a better character, I would argue. Yeah. We're still. It depends on the game.
IDW Amy development is good. Game Amy development is bad.
Yes, they're fixing it though. I
don't believe so.
In Cross Worlds, I think she's better. I think she's better than she was.
Yeah, but it's only dialogue based. I gotta see like actual story. See what
that's fair. That's fine. I understand what you're saying. Well,
that's like being like, yeah, Princess Peach is amazing. You're talking like Mario Kart,
right? If you want the best interpretation of modern Amy in a game, play Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's free, and that is
you get a lot of Amy in that game.
Yeah, that's a very fun interpretation of it. It's not a lovesick Amy. She has like maybe one line you could imply she has feelings for Sonic, but it's Amy just being Amy, and it's very fun. Personally, as of today, Amy is one of my top favorite Sonic characters because of some of the changes they have.
Probably my favorite female.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. She's just so fun and she's so energetic.
Which is really saying something because people used to hate her.
It's just because Sonic X did numbers on her character.
I in that camp to a degree, only because. Like Jake said, back then it only felt like she had the love sick stuff. So it didn't really make her entertaining to see because Sonic didn't really like her. Or at least it seemed like Sonic didn't really like her.
And there was a discrepancy. In Japan, Sonic does like Amy. He just doesn't like dating. That was like the thing. Like he was just like if you look at Sonic X, like in the Japanese lens, Sonic does care about Amy. It's just that he doesn't do mushy feelings. And that was the joke. But in America, we translated that to like, oh, gross, Amy, get away from me. That was kind of hard to watch. And then, I mean, people kind of misconstrue Amy because I think Sonic X, again, did a number on her character. And Sonic X, her whole character is trying to get with Sonic, and Sonic are requiring those feelings. But in the games, she'll flirt with Sonic once, and usually she'll just go back to the plot. Like, she usually just does whatever. Like, she follows the plot pretty well. So it's not really like a consistent thing. It's just a lot of like
they'll get some moments together where he would kind of just play along.
Yeah. Now
makes it a little bit better.
Ian writes Sonic and Amy like they're in a relationship, and he swears they're not. They're at the point now where they
that's a lot of characters, because Sega doesn't want Sega themselves doesn't want to put anyone in a relationship. So he just said, if you think they're together, they're together. If they're not, if you don't think they are, they're not.
Right.
Okay.
But Sonic and Amy will now talk similar. Like they'll have similar levels of smack talk, even though like they'll sound different. Like they'll say it in their own ways. But especially if you watch Crossworlds dialogue, Sonic and Amy throw like the same kind of insults at each other or at other people. So just an example of that. In terms of what this could mean for the movie, though, I think hopefully
confirmed a lot of stuff we said, to be honest, in our review.
Yeah.
Peter, remember we made predictions about what 4 was probably going to be. We said it'll probably be more CD than Heroes, and most likely they're going to do the time travel stuff. I think you have to follow the Metal Sonics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, bring back Robotnik without having to really technically bring him back.
Yeah. I think in terms of Sonic Amy's relationship, at best, if we're gonna get the romantic angle, Sonic's gonna be an Amy. I don't think it's gonna be over.
Yeah, he's definitely simping.
Yeah.
First girl he ever seen in life, by the way.
Well, to be honest, I think it's better that Amy has a crush on Sonic if you follow through with the development. Like if she goes through the development she had in the games, I think it's interesting having her start off as like a boy.
He's cool enough for that now.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It was fair to me that she likes Knuckles, but this version of Knuckles, but she likes the version of Sonic.
That's fair. I just think that I do like the idea that like I didn't like the narrative of like Amy was into like this childish notion of what love was, and she would chase Sonic around and all sorts of stuff. And she was like, you know what, like I can't be boy crazy forever. Let me mature a bit. Let me become my own person, figure out who I am, and that's always kind of been her through line arc since really Sonic Adventure. It's just that sometimes they play it up, sometimes they don't. And I think that will be that's more interesting to watch than Sonic being like, oh my god, I have a crush on Amy. I guess I don't anymore because she's not into me like that. But it is what it is. I hope Metal Sonic looks more like movie Sonic than he does game Sonic.
Yeah, him looking like game Sonic is terrible.
Yeah, I don't think any sense.
Like it feels weird to complain about that, but it's like the whole point is that he's supposed to be an exact copy of Sonic. At least that's like the gimmick.
Yeah.
So to make your Sonic different, you have to make him look different.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Metal Sonic's thing is that he's made to be Sonic's equal. Well, really, his mindset is that I am Sonic. Like as far as Metal Sonic's concerned, he thinks he is Sonic.
For anyone who
real hedgehog,
yeah.
Just imagine if they did the Tom Holland Spider-Man, and then they say, "Oh, we're going to do the Clone Saga," but they look like Toby.
Right. And then he's like, I'm Tom Holland. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
So, Metal Sonic's obsession with Sonic has always been that I am the one true Sonic, and I will surpass
He's
you.
weird delusional for no reason.
Right. It is a little bit of a contradictory thing, but it's always pointed out to Metal Sonic. Like, listen, you can't. You're first off, you're metal. You can't be me. All right, you're literal made of metal. I'm not.
If you read IDW, he gets that moment of realization for himself, and he don't build on it. It's really bad.
Yeah. Metal Sonic can have an interesting arc. I only found Metal Sonic an interesting character in the OVA. I don't really find him that interesting outside of that. I mean, he's a cool villain in Heroes, but that's about it for me. But
I don't think I think the villain stuff is going to be solely Robotnik or Stone. I don't think Metal Sonic's going to have personality.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. I think he'll be. What I like.
100 of them. I don't think they're going to be like. If we get a robot personality, they're gonna introduce Gamma.
Yeah, I think the OVA did a really good job with Metal Sonic, where it was like once he beat Sonic in a fight, he was like, "All right, let me start wearing his clothes. Let me start listening to hip hop. That's what Sonic likes."
What clothes? What clothes? It's just shoes.
In the OVA, they wear actual clothes sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they had like this. He had like this '80s, '90s hip hop outfit that Metal Sonic tried putting on or whatever. He's like, let me try.
Okay.
Like in the comics, they wear clothes in the winter too. By the way, it's like the only time you see them like full outfits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that yeah, but and also another thing I like that he copied Sonic's mannerisms. Like he got so obsessed with being like Sonic, he copied his mannerisms. And he copied Sonic so hard that when the president was in trouble, Metal Sonic stopped fighting Sonic to save the president. And it was like, and he even sacrificed himself to save somebody. That's how he died in that movie, and it was such like a really cool like scene for him.
Sonic tried to say, he said, "Fuck no," and died.
Yeah. Metal like Sonic tried to save Metal. He's like, Metal, take my hand. He's like, no, there could only be one true Sonic, and then he dies in the lava, Terminator style. And so it's like, no. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's probably the most complete Metal arc, because all the rest of them just resets him to being Eggman's tool without Eggman. Like, it's weird. People don't know. We had a whole lot of Metal Sonics, based kind of from Mecha Sonic to Silver Sonic, all the other stuff. So the only reason this Mecha Sonic is stayed around so long is because he's popular. But it's very unlike Eggman to not have moved on by now, and I think that's the reason his development is so bad when it comes to stuff.
yeah, I feel like he's only.
I feel like needs to have the next evolution of the Metal Sonic series, but they can't do it because this version's so popular.
Yeah, he doesn't even go back to the E123 series, which was but his strongest robot. I mean, Omega is still his strongest robot next to Metal Sonic.
Omega, count how many sand are here.
1,
Ooh.
2, 3.
Shadow, what have you done? Listen. When I pull up for movie night, finally, I want to do that. Though one of these days, we gotta watch the Sonic fandom. I think that'll be funny as hell.
I watched the SA2 fandom. I don't know. But yeah, I think a case in point is there's a lot that you could do with the first introduction of Amy and Metal Sonic. I don't think the movie's gonna do it. If they do it, I mean, to be fair, it's CD. They might do it better than CD because CD doesn't have much of a story. But
really real benefit here. The problem is just where the characters are to start their development, which is going to be weird since Amy already seems like the competent, strong fighter.
Yeah, Amy has so many good stories that start with her just not being competent. That is just, I hate that we're skipping that. Her arc and adventure where she was longing for Sonic because she felt like with Sonic was the only reason she could have a real adventure. And then she goes on her own adventures trying to save this damn bird. And she fights an Eggman robot by herself. I don't even remember like hunting her down like the Terminator, the T-1000. And at the end, she like realized like I have to fight for myself. Like Sonic can't save me. Like I gotta fight for myself. And then like she beat Zero on her own, and she's like, you know what? Like maybe I don't need Sonic to have an adventure. You know, I'm gonna grow up all on my own. And by the time Sonic notices me, it'll be too late. And that was like arc and adventure one. There's so many cool things you can get from an Amy that's not competent at the start. But because of where we are in modern day, you're not gonna get that. I don't feel so.
Thanks, Princess Peach.
Say that again.
I said thanks, Princess Peach.
Yes. So, yeah, but you know, Sonic CD, it's cool.
Yeah, please don't pick this title. I don't want Sonic to move forward, but Sonic CD will be worse. I don't know. Just put I don't know. Give it a
call it Sonic Hero. I don't care if you call it Sonic Heroes. Just call it Sonic CD.
I don't want Sonic Heroes.
That's fair. It is
on the record. I hate the fact that this team, apparently this version of the team, where all the Knuckles are strong personality wise, well, and he actually argued against it, will consent to name it Sonic Heroes. We are the Sonic Heroes.
What their teams?
It's not Sonic's world, okay? Like, you're just the heroes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. They call like Sonic something. I really don't want to not make it a game name because that might be a bit too scary for the masses. They're afraid of.
Underground ain't that bad of an add-on, man.
Jake, what did you make it the song name? What that song? Sonic
Metallic Madness. You could do that based off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do song reference title. I'll take that.
We can't use Sonic Boom. We've already used it for a TV show. That's just brand confusion.
Yeah, that'll put people up.
Yeah. Sonic, show me what Sonic what I'm made of.
No. That was Captain Falcon, not Sonic. Listen, I can do what I want.
Yeah, I mean the main problem, the only problem with this franchise right now is just the interpretation of Sonic they're using is gonna. I'm more afraid we're just gonna rehash somehow we're gonna rehash what we did in the last two movies where Sonic.
Yeah, we're gonna be Sonic's pathetic.
Yeah. We're gonna have to have a sit down near the end of the movie. It's like Sonic's like,
Big man, I'm gonna join your team, so we can stop Sonic.
Right, I'm gonna join your team. We're gonna team up. We're gonna save the world at the end. All right.
Yeah.
Someday people will realize that Sonic Movie 3 is just a rehash of 2. That's all it is.
With Keanu Reeves.
Right.
Key.
But it is
I still don't fuck with Keanu Reeves as Shadow in my opinion.
I don't either, Wish.
That's just a me thing personally. I don't know. He just doesn't like the vibe isn't there. The vibe isn't vibing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just that I don't know if people know. People say Keanu Reeves is good. That's because he doesn't talk much. He doesn't have any lines in that movie. Like compare that to Knuckles and think of like every time Knuckles speaks, you're like, oh, that's funny. That's interesting. I like the way he says that. Like, when you think of Keanu Reeves as Shadow, like
the same dry tone because this guy cannot emote.
Right. And I can only think of his first scene and the stupid scene where he's talking about the catchphrase.
Crying about Maria is like, I don't believe this dude.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know I'm with you. I think Keanu Reeves was not the perfect choice.
For the record, I've been saying this since he was casted. I told people he said not.
It's true. I just think he did an acceptable job, but I agree we could do better.
I don't know. It's just like he just sounds like Keanu Reeves.
Right.
He doesn't sound like Shadow.
He was very prepared to come in playing Knuckles in some fucking weird cartoon thing. He was prepared to change everything by his voice for Knuckles. They said, no, just do your casual thing. We're gonna go more warrior than animated.
Knuckles is so great in that universe. I love that Knuckles. He's the only character I'm like, damn. I like.
It's the Drax thing, but he didn't change. He didn't change his character because of it.
He kept consistent, you know.
So. Yeah, I like that version of Knuckles just as much as I like Game Knuckles. I would not swap any of them, but I like them just the same.
I would like to see them in like a if they do game DLC. I would like to see that dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, Knuckles will probably Game Knuckles get annoyed.
Cross Worlds do it. Give us movie DLC with their own dialogue.
They're not gonna talk though because they don't want to fight for the right. That's why that's what what's his face said. That's why you don't get talking DLC characters because they have to get the rights for them and everything. They don't want to deal with that.
Man, you already got the fucking scam. You better get the fucking rights to talk.
That's why you don't hear Hatsune Miku or SpongeBob or the Turtles talk to the.
Man, I didn't watch this shit. I didn't know they didn't talk.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, they don't. Any DLC character in that game doesn't talk to each other. They don't talk to each other.
Even though Miku isn't just a fucking instrument, dude.
Exactly.
Well, I mean that's how Sega sees it because they don't want to pay for the rights. So.
You're convinced. You're telling me
they don't want to spend like the $100 to get Miku and just make her say shit.
Right.
A witch might notice, but you go to this the Snap-You fandom of Sonic Riders, their final boss is Hatsune Miku. By the way.
Just imagine you hear Miku next to
Shadow. Just to tell you how deep this goes, Austin, they don't even have the voice lines for the Werehog.
What the fuck?
That's their thing. They don't, so if you think they're gonna put movie Knuckles in there and give him some voice lines, you lost your goddamn mind. They're not doing that.
You tell me Sonic pulls up. Look at these fucking turtles, and then you just look at him.
Yeah, they're just there. Well, I mean, they don't even say anything. They don't talk to each other. They never have that banter.
All right. Well, before we get too off topic, you guys have any final thoughts on this before
we
move on?
Give me the press.
Okay. All right, then. I guess with that, we should move on to the next topic, audience. And I'll announce this one. So, Captain Marvel, Ironheart, Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, and etc. will not be in Avengers Doomsday.
I feel like Carol and also Riri have other things to be dealing with at the moment. I don't understand why Andrew Garfield Spider-Man would be here.
Well, I mean,
because remember we kept hearing him and Toby supposed to be some big part of this, but apparently that's secret.
Well, since Carol's going across the multiverse, she should be in one part of this. I guess part two.
Dude, I know
Secret Wars. It's like from what we hear.
Yeah. They might save Carol for Secret Wars, you know. So I mean,
Carol, I don't think not her showing up at all. In a sense of like, it seems like this Doomsday stuff happened so sudden they don't have time all the Avengers on deck. So we saw the catalyst.
Yeah, you know.
And realistically, if Doom's reshaping the world, he's not. Even the comic Doom, if she's coming back, he's not coming back as Carol. He's not unless someone this powerful have a chance to go against.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that he just lets her and a lot of other people just go,
Hmm.
and we don't see them again in these movies.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, the only thing I really have to comment on is just the whole Andrew Garfield situation, because like I still remember, like, before the last Spider-Man movie came out, people were just
The line
asking him.
for months.
Yeah, people kept for months asking him, "Are you going to be the next Spider-Man film?" And like, well, what do you expect him to say?
They were
Really?
like, "Why did Emma? Where are they? Emma Stone?"
Emma
They
Stone,
look
yeah. Come on, like, if he signed, of course he will have to sign an NDA and that stuff with Marvel. Like, but in
My
this
favorite part
situation,
that you saw them screw him over with that first trailer where they clearly showed the lizard is another person getting hit by an invisible man.
no.
Dude,
Well, this,
I forgot you didn't watch the trailer.
yeah,
So they showed a scene where Tom and all of them together were going against the
yeah,
lizard, Electro, and the other dude, but they cut
yeah.
out Tom. They cut out Toby and or Andrew, so you
You
can see the
see,
lizard head get kicked with nothing there.
yeah, yeah. You see, this is one of the benefits, audience, to not watching trailers for movies you're anticipating in, because when it came to Spider-Man 3, the only people I knew were going to be in there were Doc Ock and Green Goblin. So that was a big surprise when I saw the other villains there.
It
But
was
yeah,
yeah.
in this situation of Andrew Garfield, he was asked about will he be in Doomsday. He flat out says no. Like,
Yeah,
so,
I think that's he's getting a post credit scene. I think we're gonna see a post credit scene of like all the heroes we didn't see reacting to the world ending in a sense, like how we did it when everyone was timing down.
And then Carol's gonna be like, "Damn, I missed another one.
Mhm.
Why is no one want me the first one?"
Oh, why doesn't anybody want me to be in these big events? I wonder.
Why
You
doesn't
know?
he hit the button on time?
Hmm. Yeah. But like, also as far as Ironheart's situation goes, I mean, again, like
I don't think anybody
she
was
was
expecting to see this film.
Yeah, I wasn't.
not,
I
not
don't know
really.
how she would fit in this movie. That's
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
thing.
Yeah,
saying.
I was gonna say
No,
the Young Avengers didn't like assemble. Well, not let me say that the champions didn't assemble. So it's like
I
she
like
had
yeah,
no place to film.
Isn't she
the only,
with demons right now? Like, what would she even do? Like, she's
I
too
don't
busy.
know, like
She's kind
the
of
only,
dealing with her own stuff right now.
yeah, the only reason they would have brought her in was because, like, the end game was going to be like the Champions Young Avengers team that they originally wanted to do, but
Oh yeah,
since
I forgot
everything
we did
is,
have a concept art. I think we did
Mhm.
at first. Oh, like the younger, the whatever the fuck this team was gonna be.
Okay.
Or
Yeah. Question, guys. You think we're actually ever going to get a Young Avengers Champions team, whatever, or like this
I
point?
hope not.
no,
Yeah.
it's
For the
dead.
sake of my mental
It,
health.
Just looking at the
gone.
team, half of them either disliked or
Yeah.
not the show yet. Like it haven't even been out yet.
I mean, out of like all the young superheroes that they brought over, right? I think like the only two that had any real great receptions were Kate Bishop and Kamala Khan. The others were mixed to negative, So yeah.
I found out that Kate Bishop fans hate Kate Bishop, by the way, because they see the movie, the TV show. Kate Bishop acts more like comic book Hawkeye than she does act like Kate Bishop, especially like from Civil War on.
But you get comic book Hawkeye. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
And I was like, I saw the thing. So
I would
Kate
think like
Bishop from Young Avengers is not the same Kate Bishop who started from Civil War, where who people were read from there.
oh yeah, I think it was when Kelly Thompson was writing Kate Bishop that they went the more comedic, joyful route with her.
Apparently they did not like diversity.
The only thing I remember from that era of Kate Bishop was that she was being written as Jessica Jones Jr. Really, so
They had every solo book her has kind of felt like that for me. From what I saw.
Yeah. She literally started her own detective agency, audience, like yeah. But yeah, I mean, from what I saw, like people liked Haley. Haley Steinfeld is as an actress a lot of people like, and she brings a lot of energy to the character of Kate Bishop. So
you later, man. It wasn't her fault.
That seems to be a common theme with all the new age Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, man, I like this actress. I like what she did. I don't like the story.
That's true, but is what it is.
It was good enough that Hawkeye only got a season 2 before all this.
It was supposed to, but the situation with
But now they're explaining
Jeremy
obviously
Renner.
it's not happening. But it was good enough to get an actual season 2 up into the first TV show as of Loki.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah. But, oh well. Carol Danvers situation. I'm just being serious. Like, is anybody gonna lose sleep over her not being in the next 2 Avengers films?
Like I said, I don't see how she fits in. I don't see how any of
Yeah.
these two fit into it. Keep in mind, I don't mind MCU Carol. I feel like she could be written better occasionally.
Yeah.
I like Riri. I don't really care for Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, but that's more of a personal thing than anything else.
His
Yeah.
character already weak.
Well,
His
Carol's
character
the
already
way
weak.
because she's
His
the
character-
back, she's like the when all hope is lost, call in a Carol, bro. That's what's
Yeah, she's kind of like the backup if y'all fuck up this bad.
That's why I think Doom's going to leave her behind when everything goes down. Specifically,
Yeah.
I saw what you did to that album of ships.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still sure.
like 3 years. All I heard was people talk about you. They're like podcast up here.
I mean, I'm still sure we're gonna get that like a photon payoff at the end. I mean, it's definitely gonna be telling if
I don't think we're seeing Carol.
Dude, dude, it's gonna be very telling if you do bring in the X-Men, like specifically from the end credit scene, and for whatever reason they decide to cut Monica out. I'm like,
Dude, I
we
keep doing her dirty, dude. They keep doing this woman dirty.
They're gonna do one line like we sent that black lady home, and that's it.
Wow. Yeah, she just never got her time to shine, really. But
So this movie is apparently going to be more doomed than most people. You can't have too many Avengers without. I want to say you can't really fix. There's no time in this film like fix characters. So we have to set up like as a character and as a threat at the same time.
Yeah, dude.
So I think that's what they focus on such a smaller cast and of heroes people already like.
And whoever they inevitably bring in that they're still keeping hidden are probably going to be characters that are going to have a big positive feedback. Like the situation with Blade and Deadpool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I was really surprised. We watched all the trailers and everything. We did not catch it. We did not call Blade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what made it so.
We ain't no Blade.
Yeah, I mean that's what made that appearance so shocking because we knew the situations outside of the studio between Wesley Snipes, the actor, and the casting situation with Blade. That gave a big shock when he actually popped up in Deadpool.
By the way, I think Blade's gonna be in this film.
Yeah, I wouldn't get past them.
I'll even beat him. I'll beat the other Blade. I think because I do think Marshall Ali's brand of Blade is going to be somewhere in this movie. Either just him dying or reacting to the world ending.
Okay, he's going to be there. Maybe Elektra. I'm trying to think of other safe bets. Who would you guys think will be a safe bet to be popping up in here?
And Doomsday specifically, I don't even think Deadpool showing up till the end. I think Deadpool's getting the close credit scene.
Yeah, and then credit scene with Deadpool.
Yeah, I think everyone else is going to get the Secret Wars like the regular way, like through the lifeboat or Doom saving them, and then Deadpool's just going to walk over
there. There you go. But yeah, well, at least that's 3 characters we could safely say won't be popping up.
Do you think Galactus is going to be in the film? Not the second one, but because he was just sent to the end of the universe, we know he's still alive. Do you think Doom is going to find a way to repurpose Galactus in his little Secret Wars world?
Yeah, of course. Save him for Secret Wars because, like in the original Secret Wars comic, the event audience. Not Secret Wars 2 that this movie's based on, but in the original one.
That's actually 3, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah, Secret Wars 3. But yeah,
it's called Secret Wars 2.
Yeah, I'm talking about the original Secret Wars. The one where Hulk was lifting a mountain, this and that. Galactus was a player in that event, so I think the Russo brothers will kind of want to save Galactus as a player for Secret Wars. So
I would love that Secret Wars. We have Secret Wars 2, Secret Wars 2015, the Secret War, the War.
Don't forget. Yeah. Oh, and also don't forget the first arc of Chip Zdarsky's Captain America is our Secret War. So yeah. Marvel and its secrets, audience. You know, so what can
Oh
you
Lord, if no one knows about except for everyone who's involved.
do? That's true. But all right, guys. Guys, have any final thoughts on this before we move on?
I would
Not
think
really.
if Kara shows up, I need her to get a better haircut, man. I don't like all this forehead I'm seeing.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, with that, audience, let's move on to the next topic. Who wants to do this
I
one?
was like, what the
Apparently,
fuck is
Victorious is getting a spin-off.
Hollywood
Oh.
Arts, baby.
these
We're
people?
back to Hollywood Arts.
Yeah, it's the
Wait,
Hollywood
wait,
Arts.
wait. I have a question.
What's up?
So, what all was like? Was there a trailer? They just say it's coming
No, they
back.
just announced it. And they show like
It's
the
on.
actors.
It's gonna be on Netflix apparently.
Of course, what isn't on fucking Netflix anymore?
Do y'all know who's coming back?
It's the sister, Tori's sister is the main lead,
That makes sense.
and the black teacher. I don't remember the name.
The black teacher.
Oh,
There's like-
wow, Jake! Wow.
So the Hollywood Arts didn't have a black teacher.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be.
You gotta put Jake.
I
You kind of
called
dug
it-
yourself. Yeah, you kind of dug yourself into a hole, Jake. So,
I Carly had the black teacher. Hollywood Arts had Psychowitz, who was like the crazy guy.
Mm.
They were
I
telling me,
saw the
"I'm
actor for
coming back." I
Psychowitz
can
in
see
a
that.
medical drama.
I'm looking at it
one
right
time.
now.
I gotta
Is
check it out.
this? Oh wait, should I? I'm too tired.
Oh, wait, which was saying something?
No, I was saying that I saw the actor for Psychowitz in a medical drama one time, and I was like, whoa, this is weird.
I think I saw
Oh,
that
wow.
clip too. Every time I
Cool.
see him in something else, it throws me off.
Yeah. I'm sorry, audience, but like iCarly was kind of like the last
Helen.
show from that generation that I was watching. I don't know anything about
Does
Victorious.
anyone know who Helen
No.
is?
Oh, no, the principal, wasn't she?
I believe so.
Wait,
You know, it's my Carly too, though, right?
Yeah, she's the principal of Hollywood Arts. There you go. That's
Wait, the lady from
Helen was
Austin
the
Powers?
No. Helen was the black chick who ran the theater in Drake and Josh, and then she went over to
Oh,
and then she became the principal of Hollywood Arts. All those characters named Helen.
okay, okay.
So,
Yeah, I know.
That's the consistency of how their universe shares stuff. It's the same.
Triplets, I'm thinking, but hey, Nickelodeon attempted to do a whole shared universe. I remember when they with their live action shows. So
Remember,
yeah.
iCarly and Victorious did crossover.
Hmm. And what's it called? They brought Crazy Dave back for Sam and Kate, I recall. So
Sam and Cat.
You
Sam and
got
Cat.
Hayden Jackson.
Crazy Steve?
Crazy from Drake and Josh.
What?
Yeah, Crazy Steve.
Yeah,
did.
they brought him back. They brought him back for Sam and Cat.
For
Or
our,
you say
new,
Crazy Steve.
for our new cast,
Oh,
we
okay,
have
sorry.
Hayden Jackson, Martin Cam, Alyssa Miles, Erica Sways, and Emmy Lou Wang.
Oh,
I like Woohoo. I was about to say, what the fuck?
yeah, CB Lou. What the hell, dude?
Cindy Lou, Homecoming. What? No, I can't. Well,
Okay.
I'm tired.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess they. Yeah. Anyway, I guess they found like I guess that Zoe 102 special they did brought in enough good feedback for them to say, let's bring back some of the other shows from that generation.
Did you notice anytime they bring a show back from the past, like a special or something, it always just undoes the ending of the show and then redoes it?
Yes.
I know they just want the
We're like,
they just want the
these two got
drama.
together? They're not together. Guess what? In the movie, they're back together.
I heard that Selena
Yeah.
Gomez's character in Mrs. Waverly Place died, and I
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I like
I
to
saw
think
that.
it's because she would cost too much. And we're not bringing her. back.
She did that.
Yeah,
What? Oh, she did that. Okay.
she sacrificed herself.
But that's one of those moments they can just be like, oh, well, I don't know, I miss my sister. I'm going to find a way to undo it. And that's all, wow.
Some of that teenage drama was great when you're a teenager, but it's not so great when you're in your 30s and still doing those plots, So yeah.
Maybe they'll do it with that iCarly show, and they'll have it be more mature.
Yeah, probably. We can always hope,
I just can't believe that came back for as long as they did.
I know, right? But we're getting it whether we want to or not, you know. So place your bets on what.
What happened to that family Really Odd Parents sequel thing?
I think it's still going on. I'm not 100%
Oh, from
sure.
what I saw, that show was great. The one with the new girl.
The one
that was like fake hat live action.
Oh, that got canceled.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. The one where Drake Bell was Timmy Turner.
No, that's well, I guess, but he was already there for the movie. I don't know if that was in the show.
Okay.
I don't know how you Timmy Turner for the fucking film.
Yeah, the new one without Timmy Turner, like with the girl. I mean, I don't know if she deserves Fairly Odd Parents, but she's cool. I like her.
Gotcha. But it's what it is, audience. You know, they're gonna go after. They're gonna want to bring projects that already have a pre-established fan base. So you know.
Why?
Huh?
Like realistically, I watched the hell out of the Tours. I'm not coming back for the show.
Nah, I can only imagine in their boardroom they're like thinking of it like this, right? Okay, people from that generation that like this show, they're likely going to be grown up, but they'll have kids, so they'll kind of want to watch this show with their kids. So look at that, multiple viewers.
I'll tell you right now, if I had a kid, if I had a kid when Wizards of Waverly Place, like the new one came out, and I was watching the show, I'd be like, man, the old one was funnier. We're just watching that.
We watched the whole first season.
I don't know, man. It's just like all of these just feel like played out at this point. And like I know why they're doing these, but it's just like, do they need to be done?
No.
We need these.
I don't think sitcoms can do well. At least Disney sitcoms and Nickelodeon, they're not papery.
No more.
Yeah, that was just like kids. Like those shows are for kids who wanted to watch things that their parents were watching, but they, for a younger audience. You know what I mean? Like especially Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon had like the sitcoms that make you feel like, ooh, we're edgy. Like, ooh, I'm watching.
It was bad because like you had that period where they were telling you, oh, you got to grow up, you got to stop watching cartoons. So it was like a way to migrate to like the more stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't have that anymore. Like people don't care.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You want to watch Scooby Doo? I got to watch Scooby Doo. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll make 100 theory videos about the new season.
Yeah. Don't worry, kids. You still have Velma.
Right.
Oh, gotcha. That's like that's like somebody saying Lord Voldemort to me now. So, but all right, guys. You guys have any final thoughts on this before we move on?
No, I'm just trying to find a specific thing on Pinterest, and I can't find it. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck.
I wish you luck, Wade. Everyone who's from this show went on to do like actual big stuff except for Victoria. Did you realize that?
That's crazy. It was like she
failed. Went back to Broadway.
It's like Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, you already know her stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like realistically, the returning cast, if someone comes back, it's going to be Victoria, so people didn't really like her own show. It might be but she is like very popular on Broadway. I don't know if she'll make time for it.
Okay.
Andre can be cool, I guess. But if like you bring back that puppet, I'm not turning on the episode. I'm saying that right now.
Oh, dude.
It's funny
he was black. No.
It was an underdog story about an everyday girl trying to make it in Hollywood, and she didn't make it in Hollywood.
If they said that, it should have been the sister.
Yeah.
She failed at everything, but she was hardworking as fuck for no reason.
Well,
her own parents. That feels sad.
Wow. Well, you can only look up from here at that point. So, all right then, guys. I think with that, we should probably move on to the next topic. Austin, do you want to do this one?
No, he stole my Sonic one. I do this one. All right, this is me, big me.
Oh, wait. You want to explain it? Sure, I'm saying the title.
Oh, okay, all right.
Adult G.I. Joe Transform crossover series in words. Go ahead, Jay.
All right, so this is going to be a story about the G.I. Joe and the adult and the G.I. Joe.
I must be tired. I thought you were about to do the whole Brady Bunch intro. I'm out of it right now.
We're all running on fumes today, audience. Give credit some slack.
G.I. Joe and the Transformers are having a crossover. A TV series of going. Now, to be honest with you, this is just Transformers, but we put some military people in. You're really real deal. Like that's so like I've been with the
Instead of a live action movie, we're getting an animated crossover movie.
right. I think
I'm okay with that.
my thing is like Transformers has done so much with the military in it. G.I. Joe, it just feels like you're really just doing another Transformers show.
But they didn't do lasers, bro.
Yeah. They ain't going up against Cobra, man.
They do lasers and they do patriotism.
Right.
Mhm.
So
That white guy, Therese Gibson, never went around saying "Yo, Joe." I didn't see that.
that's true.
Mhm.
That's true. They might as well have though. They were basically the G.I. Joe unit, bro. That's all they were.
They're unbelievable. They can do what they did to their G.I. Joe.
So my thing with this is honestly, if they just write any Transformer story and just put like a human villain in it, that's basically all you got to do.
That's my
But-
biggest fear.
But for G.I. Joe, because G.I. Joe, I think I was watching like G.I. Joe, like old G.I. Joe cartoon, early 2000s when Chris, I don't think you watched this one, all right? This was G.I. Joe Sigma 6, okay?
I saw some
Yeah,
content
it
of
was
that.
it was an anime-esque, like early 2000s anime-esque G.I. Joe cartoon. It's about a younger
Animation in 2000, it looks exactly what you think.
right. Just picture in your head anime 2000 Americanized. That's what it was. It is about the young Joes, and they get attacked by Cobra, and they have to find this new energy source called Sigma. Okay, not to be confused with the modern day slang.
Sigma.
Yeah, that show, by the way, has one of the best depictions of Snake Eye and Storm Shadow's rivalry I have seen. Because the amount of back and forth these two will do, I honestly don't know who's going to win any given fight. I actually love the fights. Every time I watch, I'm like, oh my god, is Snake Eye's going to lose this one? So, and sometimes he does. Anyway, I bring this up to say, I think I learned from watching this show. I really like G.I. Joe when it's fucking silly. But it's just like ridiculously silly. Because that's the only way it separates himself from the other like military brands.
Yeah, you like the animated film we saw. Not the original one, the other one.
Oh, the one like where I said Duke and Scarlet had a good relationship?
Where the nigga with the 7th path or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a movie, bro. Y'all get it changed. Look at this Snake Eyes versus Storm Shadow. 7th Path. Because the way they set up this movie is fucking hilarious.
But yeah, so I'm watching Sigma 6, and I'm realizing like but I do like the silliness of it. Like there's a scene where the Joes are driving a big giant battle tank in a narrow hallway, and they're getting chased by like people by Cobra units on motorcycles, and the doors are closing in front of them. And Scarlet's like, I'm gonna clear a path in the jet. In the hallway? Yes. Gets in the jet, starts doing barrel rolls and shit. It's like, yes, America. Or watching like Duke fight like Cobra, and he's like on his like fucking M Bison shit, like Cobra's like folding his arms, and he has like this fucking energy shield or whatever on him. And then you find out it's not even like Cobra, it's a Doom bot. I was like, this is fucking stupid. I think my favorite thing too.
Cobra used to do that.
What?
Cobra Commander used to do that. The two guys with Cobra Commander was that it was either a robot or there's situations where the dude would just die and they'll just put the mask on someone else and you never knew he died. But that was the longest running gag in the comics, and the only way you'll know that like the way he talked changes every time he died.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I think one of my favorite moments in the show was when they introduced like the Native American character. And his thing was like, honestly, think of the Native American tropes. Okay, Krypton, you'll love him. He has a real eagle, or no, a falcon. He has a falcon. It was eagle or a falcon.
Wow. Okay.
So, they'll be like, and so he was like, High Tech was like, well, you're gonna need a scanner to get to know where the Cobra is. He's like, I have a scanner. He has wings. I think my favorite moment,
scanner.
my favorite moment with him was they're just standing there big chilling. Like he's just standing there with the sniper guy, and he's like, and he just, because his thing was that he's so good at hearing, he can hear things like a mile away. Like he can hear something on another map, bro. And he's like, I can hear Cobra. they're mining right now. They've gotten to the Sigma energies. Like, you just heard that? Yeah.
Who?
Right? That was like the reaction.
In that character, okay? If Justice League can have Apache Chief, you're not getting that.
So, no, Super 6 was fun. And so I feel it's to say, with Transformers and G.I. Joe, like, you gotta make the Joe stand out. I'm sorry, you gotta make him silly. I don't know what they mean by
at the moment they say there's adult animation. They're not gonna clown on them.
Right. So that's where I'm kind of like. So the only other safe route out is just to make a good Transformers movie and just have the military stand and just be G.I. Joe. So that's like the best I can say.
I think you do the movie route where, because it depends on what we have to see what the movie's about. I guess that's the main thing. Because have if the Transformer stuff is like Optimus not trusting humans and stuff again, and the Joe's all about camaraderie because they're already together, they're already a solid team. I feel like you can make something out of that. I think Prime not me trusting humans and Rise of the Beast was actually one of the best choice they did in that film.
Uh-huh.
Cause look, I'll protect y'all, but I don't really trust you niggas. I'm just saying. We've been getting fucked up, so I got it.
Right.
That's a bit.
I'm trying to do all of it about that, but I think the Joe silliness stuff will have to come after the film. I do think you have to show the full threat of Cobra and a serious situation before you dial it back with this movie. After this movie, so I'm sure that's going to go to a TV show. They're not going to do guess what? The next animated film. But the big problem is, we know if this film fails, Transformers is done. So don't forget, they postponed all the other live action stuff. They said, we're just going to bring back Michael Bay to put in some slop or something. And then Robert Kirkman convinced them to do this movie instead. So
which might end up working. It might end up working to their benefit, because if you want to embrace the silliness of the Joes, it's better to do it in animation than it is in live action, So
what I think you do is you make some of the other Joes. I think you have to play Duke as the straight man. Or if Joes are the silly to the Transformers being the straight man, I think that could work too.
Yeah,
Cause having an opposite problem, all people what the fuck is happening? What to these humans?
Did that human just grab the bullet air and throw back? Damn.
The question is, how do you do the villain situation? Because obviously you're going to want to be let's just throw in Megatron and Cobra Commander. Even the comics, that's kind of what they did, but Cobra Commander has a lot more build up.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I guess you have them team up and they just lose.
You would need a very different Megatron, or you would need the Megatron from that Prime episode.
Yeah, the dude is literally just do the comic.
What you do is you have Cobra Commander be the first villain of this movie, then save Megatron for the next one.
No, I think you do the comic thing where it's the Transformers crash. Instead of just doing the regular military the book, that you do the full on G.I. Joe from the start. You have Cobra upgrade himself using Megatron on other stuff. So the first half of the movie is done versus Cobra, only for Megatron to break free and do the full Decepticon assault on the planet.
We're gonna need the human partners thing that they used to do in the older cartoons, where every episode got a human partner.
You build that up while they're fighting Cobra, since Cobra's a lesser threat, and then you turn up the threat level in the third act by releasing Megatron and him calling all Decepticons to Earth.
And you replace the RC with the Leader 1 because that's just what we do now.
Yes, fuck you.
Give the other female Autobot some spotlight, So.
The less cooler one, all right?
Oh, it's the one who died.
Right.
He literally took great things here for this franchise.
Everything. Alita 1 took everything RC had.
RC had finally got away from just being woman Transformer. And then they gave all her traits to Alita
1. Yo, justice for RC. Or maybe just a little Wingblade. I don't know. You can have Wingblade and Snake Eyes team. Or no, Wingblade and Cora.
You go full on teams that people know, or do you do it to accommodate and kind of just bring some people bring some people bring some people that don't really get a spotlight?
I gotta do
I think I do the legit full G.I. Joe team. I don't think you can bullshit with like random people.
They need like that. Well, they're gonna need
Snake Eyes not in this film. People are not watching this movie.
If Snake Eyes kind of Snake Eyes hard.
Snake Eyes are like with two different people. How they sell?
No, I think the Transformers alone will make up for the lack of Snake Eyes. You know, in terms of publicity.
But it's like he's already not in the comics, so his fans are feeding. So you can tell him to get a movie and shit, not getting there and go. It's like, come on, bro. I want to see a like robot. Look, man, look, you guys know the live action film is not a good solo movie, but it's a great action film. And Snake Eyes being able to keep up with them when they're in the mech suits, one of the greatest I've ever seen on film.
The mech suit chase scene was so good, bro. It was such a good chase, bro.
Yeah,
and then they put it up in the last Transformers film. So he was like, I think this to happen.
Yeah, the mech chase scene is the type of stupid shit I want in my G.I. Joe films, bro.
Stuff like that, where it's like ridiculous. So I think I see silly as a different adjective to what you're saying. So I kind of agree. Like that level of like ridiculousness, I can get behind that.
Yeah,
I think Robert Kirkman can do that, but the problem is, will he do that?
Right. Well, on Invincible, he does like stupid shit. I mean, like
but Invincible got his own fucking problem.
Yeah, no, that's what definitely does. Get on my fucking nerves.
That's why I hate that he's doing this right after he just came to the comics, so we don't know his writing style for these characters yet.
Right.
They didn't even be able to really judge how he was doing.
Right. But yeah,
for the best.
I have hope. I think people are going to, whether the trailer is bad or not, people are going to show up just because they don't want the shit to die after Transformers 1.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's get a win on it. Let's make this project a win audience. So,
Yo, it's most likely going to at least make its money back.
Transformers 1 really could have saved the franchise, bro, if it wasn't for a back.
They really could have. Like the only bad thing about the film is the sympathetic Megatron bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I'll give this one. I even got used to the voices, and I was against that shit.
I still,
who the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'll always say like Prime Megatron is my favorite one, but the voice actor for one Megatron, I love
the evolution of the character with his voice was very good.
The switch up was great. He's like a top tier for me just for being able to pull that off.
I would have loved to see like 3 movies in how he would have sounded.
Yeah.
The Battle Hardy Commander version, his Megatron could have been very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope we get. Let's hope we all get what we want with this. So.
And no more G1 designs. Do something different.
No more. What?
I'm saying, look at the G1 stuff.
No,
like
what he means is be creative with the designs. No, we don't want you to. Please, God, no.
No, I don't want this look right here. The one you see on screen, I don't want this for Optimus Prime. I'm sick of this frame.
Yeah.
Add more unnecessary line work like the MCU does.
There you go.
You want Optimus fire truck?
Yeah, like, just something new. I mean, I don't think it's new, but
he changed his car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Optimus. Well, I like Optimus as a fire truck. Like,
I know you like animated.
Yeah. He could be a trucker. I mean, I like the Bayverse inspiration in Prime. I just don't like the G1. I'm just used to Transformers transforming.
I think it's more like to say you're bored of them.
Yeah, I'm just bored of the one. Yeah. So.
I depend. It depends on me. Some of them I think have to stay the same. I would like to see them update Soundwave though. I like to see TV version of Soundwave, see how that works. Like, bro, it's 2025. You can't keep shooting tapes out. Come on now.
They should have a scene where they should have a scene where Snake Eyes gets captured by Soundwave, and they have like a quote unquote conversation. Should be funny.
I like the idea that Snake Eyes finds Soundwave, but he just in a boombox situation. He gets carried it around.
Yeah.
Man, that would be cool. But anyway, I guess with that
Also,
we should probably move on.
I know Bumpy's gonna be in the film. I'm tired of Bumpy, bro. You're tired of doing
hot shot.
Yeah.
If
we need if Bumpy is here, let him actually be a scout. But the fact y'all be trying to make this man like the second in command, I'm not buying it.
My thing with Bumblebee, like I was rewatching Transformers Prime. I got like halfway through season 2. I'm like, this dude doesn't do anything. Oh my
Exactly. His only role is being
Boys.
he's the second in command, so he can't even do his regular job.
right. And then he's not even really second in command in Prime. Like they act like he goes through this development in Prime, but he doesn't. He just literally he's just there.
And he's the one they choose to lead his own team in the sequel.
Right. Which is when, ironically, in the sequel, that's when I actually do like his character because he actually has one.
No, I get it, but it's like you weren't even second in command.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my bulkhead team?
It was showing that Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus was the real second in command.
Oh, we don't want that loser.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like Hot Rod every day of the week.
I'll always
Give him some love and appreciation. So
I'll take Cliff Jump, but I take Ultra Magnus. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully you'll get that. But all right then. I guess we should probably move on to the next topic, guys. So
Yeah.
Austin, this is yours.
I brought this up. Jake wanted to play this game. I really want to play this game. This is made by the Telltale people. They came back and made a game, but instead of having to wait months for your next episodes, they're giving you 2 episodes a week. They already made all the episodes. It's $30, but this is Dispatch. It's a superhero management game. And so far, from everything I've seen in the cutscenes, it's really good. The character you're playing is basically disgraced Iron Man.
Ooh, wow.
So,
now, question, Austin. Is this like something you have to purchase on like the PlayStation Store, or can you get this off of GameStop?
You can go store or Steam or whatever.
Oh, okay. So it's not something you can find at GameStop or anything like that, right?
I think you can, actually. You might be able to.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
We haven't killed.
You should have a gift for it. Is that what you're asking? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's $30 even for all the episodes. They release them weekly.
Yeah.
But you start off as Mecha Man, who is basically working Iron Man, but you're the 3rd Iron Man. So in this sense, it'll be what? Howard, Tony, and then Tony's son.
Okay.
But you kind of fucked up. You spent all your money. You're poor now. You can't be a hero anymore. So now you're going to help dispatch heroes and guide the basically the Thunderbolts into being heroes, helping them through their situations. And they had the classic Telltale stuff through choices and romance, all that stuff with other heroes and stuff like that. But so far, the lore and everything they did for this game is like very good. Even the animation is like very good, and the attention to detail is amazing. Like there's one scene where there's a hero named Phenomenal Man.
Okay.
And he's basically a Superman. But he does his pose, but he doesn't know what to do with his hands. So the whole time you're looking at him, he's fidgeting with his left hand, trying to figure out the best way to hold it against his body while he's talking. And like you can see it in the background. It's like it's a very big attention to detail. If you like serial stuff and like and Telltale, I do think you need to give the game a try. Even just try the demo, it's a free demo.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I did see some clips online of this game this past week, right? And I like what I see. I mean, the Telltale games, they have their charm to it. I mean, I always like the romance options they give, So
I personally think romance options is a bitch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you're stuck between 2 bitches. I'm not gonna lie. Because the first one is this blonde chick in the middle of this poster. This was the best picture they had with all the heroes that I could find.
Yeah.
Both of the people were on the Thunderbolts, and you had the blonde in the middle who was blonde Blazer, who's basically Supergirl.
Okay.
But it feels like I was already playing the thing. I was like, I feel like she's leading you on to try to use you compared to the next season. Because there's so much subtle stuff that I could explain. That's like very difficult if she does. And also she can't get drunk like Steve. But like the moment she takes a sip, she starts acting drunk. I'm like, yeah, I can't buy that. I don't buy that. It's suspicious. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, she's pulling off the Dame in the Woods routines, what I'm hearing. So,
but basically, all the stuff I've seen so far with dialogue, it's been great. It's a lot of YouTuber voice actors in here, though. I won't lie to you. If you know Voice Critical, Alana Pierce, Jacksepticeye is a character. He's the Jacksepticeye. If I remember correctly, it's the guy with the mustache between the 2 girls over on the left.
Okay.
Voice Critical is not on this poster. What's the fuck?
Huh. Alrighty.
I guess I'll skip that point. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. I just wanted to get a little bit more eyes on this because everything I've seen looks good. This is already finished and there's released episodes. You don't have to worry about waiting for months on end for another episode and then paying for it. It's just $30 flat out.
Cool. Well, when this, I'm definitely gonna try
If
purchasing.
Jake buy it and play it, I would definitely at least watch the full thing so we can review it on the channel.
Yeah.
If I don't buy it myself by that time.
And any choice I make is canon to the actual source material, just so you know. That's my thing.
I'll make sure to look at the option choices that Jake does just so we can bring them up. But we're definitely talking about that channel at some point.
Okay. Yeah. This won't be the last time we talk about Dispatch, audience. So,
No.
yeah.
Shout out to Mecha Man. Bro, I will say this. There's some scene with Mecha Man where so he ran out of money on that stuff. And like the reporter is basically Daniel Jameson, this nigga, bro. It's very fucked up. And he's
Okay.
like, most people avenge their family. But you did the opposite. You ran your family to the dirt. Like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, wow, dude.
Your dad would be rolling his grave thinking about how you fucked up his team.
Okay, so tough love, honesty. Tough love. Okay.
And you get the option to either beat his ass or let it, be professional. If you beat his ass, everybody in the room, including other heroes, will be cheering you on. They're like, bro, that's what
Wait, I think I saw a clip from this game. I
Mhm.
If
think.
you're on TikTok, you're gonna see a lot of it. TikTok has been fiending for this.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of this one guy either throwing water or throwing alcohol at this one fire guy.
Yeah, that's Mecha Man. He throws it at Flambe, who was a super villain turned hero, and he's shit talking Mecha Man saying, "You're not a hero anymore. You shouldn't be in this bar."
Wow.
And you got the option to throw alcohol on this fire guy or throw water. If you throw alcohol, he just catches on fire for a little bit, and then he's immune, so it doesn't matter. But if you throw water on him to cool him down, he would get mad, run into slip, and then chip his tooth on the table.
God damn. Now I just want to play this game that much more.
That's the only thing I do, because it has the telltale thing that they used to do where it's like misleading dialogue choices.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're looking at two options. You're thinking alcohol is going to be the worst option.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Hey, don't
his power, and it has the
don't-
worst result.
Hey, don't spoil it. Don't spoil too much details,
No,
so-
I just brought it up. As soon as I brought up that situation, that's the only reason I'm using.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
like, if you choose water, you obviously don't think that all the other stuff's going to happen, but it does.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil over the big stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening in these first episodes.
Ooh. Can't wait to try it out for myself. So
My favorite character is Invisible Gal, who used to be the villain called Invisibitch, and she's just fun.
let me ask, does she remind you of what's her name? Absorbing Man's wife? I forgot her.
No. So this is the chick next to the guy with the mustache in the pink baby suit and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
He's
Okay.
Bitchy Sue Storm.
Oh, wow.
It's very fun. If you read her, if they gave Sue Storm like the ultimate Gwen, crossover thing, that's how it felt.
Wow.
The ultimate Gwen had Sue's powers. That's what it felt like. It was very funny.
Well,
But
I can't wait to try it out for myself, see how it goes.
yeah, I'll take it. If just try the demo for the game, and if you like it, buy it. But we can move on.
Gotcha. But all right, then,
I
audience.
showed this picture for Witch, by the way. I showed all the swimsuit stuff. There's a Witch swimsuit.
Nice.
Yep. A little bit for Witch and a little bit for the audience. So there you go. All right, then, audience. I guess with that, we're done the media news. Now we're going on to the comic news. Witch, why don't you start this one?
We're getting a Psylocke book, based off the version from Marvel Rivals.
That one's being referred to as Psy. She's being referred to as Psy by apparently.
Yeah, because they do that in Demon Days / Demon Wars.
Yeah, I do remember that. It is.
Now,
I
what can you
remember
tell us
specifically.
Gotcha. So what can you tell us about Psy, Witch?
I actually haven't read all of Demon Days / Demon Wars, so I couldn't tell you, but it's basically think of the X-Men, but set in Japan instead of New York.
Yeah.
and all that jazz.
So think of
All
Ultimate X-Men.
power, they go
Kind
pirate.
of, but like more
related.
fantastical.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it literally just
Does
like
that make sense?
Yeah.
Japanese mythology, just like
Yeah.
full on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that.
From art style to feeling, from how they treat yokai. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I read up to the Venom situation, and then I started reading.
yeah, I
Gotcha.
haven't finished it
I mean,
actually.
I mean, it's good to hear Mariko Tamaki's getting another gig after, like, her Ultimates comics is going to come to its inevitable end. So,
Yeah.
she has another project.
I'm
What
gonna
was
miss
that?
Momoko's run.
No, you called me off guard saying the other name. I was very confused.
Gee, wait a minute. Is this going to be set in the same universe as the Ultimates?
No, this is Marvel Rivals.
Oh, okay. Marvel Rivals. Okay. So, yeah, I was just thinking maybe they would have done a crossover of this and Ultimate X-Men, but yeah.
No, it's its own thing.
Yeah, I was like, they already put their own Psylocke in there, and I don't think they want to. If that universe is ending, I don't know if they want to do that.
Gotcha.
Unless the
Well,
kids are dropping ship to that universe, to like this Demon Days universe.
you know what? Now that I think about the writer and Marvel Rivals, all I'm thinking of is they're going to try working in Luna Snow at some point. Maybe,
Well, she's
So,
Korean, so there's a 50-50 chance.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what
Yeah.
they do. Just remember that.
Definitely, of course,
The Koreans aren't the biggest fan. Some don't care, but like there are a lot of Koreans that don't like the Japanese.
Mhm.
But like
Gotcha.
at most, Luna will have like a cameo depending on what the book's about.
Yeah, you might
Or
see a
she
poster,
already goes.
maybe. Might see a poster, if anything. So, alrighty. Any final thoughts on this before we move on?
No.
Gotcha. Thought there was
Good
going
for
to be
Peach
more
Momoko.
to this one. Oh, what was that, Austin?
I think good for Peach Momoko. Marvel seems to be wanting to lock her down to a degree. Not, I don't know if that's good or bad, but she stayed with a job. Say what you want. She stayed with a job.
There you go.
Hey, look, I fuck
So,
with Peach. Okay, I fuck with her.
Like y'all don't play Marvel Snap, but like every other week, it feels like she's making variants for that game.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, Aurora's gonna be put into that game soon, and I'm excited for all the Peach Momoko art of her.
Here's mine. I got some shitty fucking Sasquatch variant.
I don't fucking talk about Sasquatch. Fuck Sasquatch. I fucking hate him.
That's all I remember.
We don't talk about Sasquatch.
No, he's the worst. You need to read
We don't
Alpha
talk
Flight
about.
Cryptid because he is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But he was
I'll
a
take
hot
your word
one.
for it. Take your word for it. But alright then. I guess with that, we should probably move on to the next topics, guys. So, move on to the next one, audience. So, we get our glimpse at Ultimate Daredevil and Ultimate Falcon, who might be popping up later on. So,
I think there was
I don't know why they're still introducing new characters.
they just want the first appearance boost, really, which I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's like
sales
does it make
boost.
sense plot wise? Not really.
It's literally because it's ending. They're trying to get as much sales they can.
Pretty much,
Yeah, and I still want to know what happened to Akihiro after that one
Okay.
issue. But
Now, Falcon, for me, that was more of like a ticking time bomb situation.
Yeah,
Because,
so we saw her like really early in the show, the franchise.
yeah, we saw that Sam died apparently early on in this universe,
Yeah.
and we saw the remnants of his wings. Well, this is what I saw in the article here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of felt like
the Costa had him in his office.
Gotcha. I mean, I kind of felt like Dennis Camp, like for whatever reason, he took it upon himself to want to write more Captain America family characters into his run. So
keep in mind,
Yeah.
all the articles around the world, like all the articles were talking about Ultimate Namor, but then when we saw Ultimate Namor,
he was already dead.
He was dead. So I'm not
I
surprised with this fact. Toy. Okay?
Gotcha. But in terms
That
of
was that. Like, what the fuck? The first news, dealing with that. Damn. He could like get the robot situation and Ultimate Wolverine.
Yeah, at least he had a graceful send off in that issue, right? Unlike what Dennis Camp did with John Walker, all right? So,
yeah, at least he didn't make him go against everything he believed in. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But in terms of this
Falcon makes
version of,
weird.
but yeah, in terms of this version of Falcon, I'm assuming this is going to be his cousin Billy. Okay, in case people
Ain't
need
she,
reminded.
was she like recent? Ain't she recent? Or at least she came back
Uh,
recent?
I forget, like she might have been a
I
relative of
think it was
Sam in
mentioned
previous
before,
book.
but she only just showed up recently.
Yeah, she got relevance in that Greg Pak Sam Wilson book, which audience was really horrible, and I do not recommend reading
But
that
I think
book
the
at
last time
all.
we're talking about that guy today either, so be prepared.
Yeah, yeah. So, dude, when I was like reorganizing my comics audience, when I was organizing my comics this past week audience, right? I flipped through like the Sam Wilson Captain America book, and I'm like, you know what? These issues do not even deserve the nylon sleeve on it. So I took it out and used it on the used it on my Red Hulk books. Like, yeah, that's how
Priority.
bad. Yep, that's how badly Greg Pak did on that book. So yeah, but anyway, it wasn't surprising that Dennis Camp wants to heighten Billy's status by like giving her the mantle of Falcon in this universe. For anybody who's
And she's probably gonna wear it one time, then the universe ends.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the blink and you miss it moment, audience. I mean, hell, even our first glimpse of her is just an artwork that hasn't even been done yet. Look at that.
But that's my problem with this Ultimate Daredevil. It's like it's way Ultimate Daredevil. If you were gonna do that, it should have been when you were started. Because
Yeah,
realistically, New York
I'm
is
not.
way too big. If Spider-Man can't hang in New York, you telling me Daredevil can?
Well, Daredevil ain't gonna be in New York in this, man.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna be
I
doing
forgot they
cosmic.
do cosmic stuff. This is the worst
Yeah,
Daredevil I've ever seen in my life.
yeah. Audience, you could tell like the only reason they made Daredevil go the cosmic route is just they just want to do something new for new sakes, really. So
He doesn't have a
Daredevil.
cosmic uniform, but he just the regular Daredevil outfit were bad.
Yeah, it just feels lazy, and I think this person has a mullet going on in the back.
Yeah,
I
Oh
don't know.
God. You know
every
what this
fight.
kind of reminds me of? It kind of
What?
reminds me when DC tried to do the mullet for Superman, but it didn't work like half the
Oh,
time.
it was a product of its time in the
Look,
I
'90s.
okay, look, here's my thing about mullets with comic book characters. It can work. It just needs to
Mhm.
be a specific character. Specific
And
characters can have a mullet. Not all
and it's,
characters can have a mullet. And plus, like with the cowl thingy that he has on, the helmet thing, it just doesn't look good.
yeah,
think the
yeah,
mullet works. If you have a cape on. I think Nightwing with the mullet works. I think Superman when he had the all black suit on
Yeah,
with
no,
the
like
mullet. But when he
Nightwing.
put the cape on and everything too, I think it ruins it.
Yeah,
yep.
Nightwing and North Star can rock a mullet. Not everyone can rock a mullet. Okay.
No
Yeah.
bullets and cape. You can't do both. That's my
Just,
thing.
just saying, Bishop rocked a mullet back when he was in X-Men, and for whatever reason, they
Okay, no,
decided to
no
continue to
cape
draw
on.
him. Boo, boo, boo! X-Men 96, 97. How would you do? Why would you do that?
Why would you
So
cut his beautiful hair off?
I know, right? This is the '90s we're talking about, all right? So uh,
Realistically, going with this, you should probably expect a lot of random ass first appearances going forward.
e-
Since they're in the
exactly,
universe. I'm sure when the Maker
exactly.
comes back, if I think I'm confused about the Maker situation. If the Maker froze it in time, so when he come back, it's gonna be like the moment the doors closed, or did like they gave the Maker also time to pit?
Oh wow.
I
Well,
think it's supposed to be like it's frozen in time. If that's the case, then maybe they can win. But if you're telling me the Maker also had the 3 years or the 2 years to prepare for this fight
uh,
with
uh,
power stuff, and all the other stuff, he do that.
dude, they're really realistically,
All teams are terrible in this universe.
dude, re-
Spider-Man
dude,
can't
re-
win a fight. The Avengers kind of lose every fight, except for like half. They lose and they kind of.
yeah,
X-Men
realistically,
was terrible.
Maker.
It's not X-Men, but Wolverine's situation is terrible.
I mean, realistically, the Maker should not be losing this fight when he eventually comes back. So
Yeah,
given all
like
his
it's frozen in
resources,
time, and they can put like prepare stuff around that period. I think it can do it. I do still think the big reveal is they're waiting on is like what happened to Victor Von Doom. He didn't get any mention at all, and the whole thing is in Latveria itself. So I think his ultimate weapon is going to be releasing Doom on like actual Doom. Somewhere I don't know.
Wow. We'll see what
It's like
happens.
I'm more tired waiting on the makers I am for like the One World on Doom event. Then
I know, right?
like we were living up to the maker for so long, and it's like
Because
everybody's like, "Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there." It just feels so. It feels way more dragged out.
I know, dude. There are literally tie-ins to One World Under Doom that are taking place after the event is over. At this point, audience. Yeah.
I'll take it over to Maker situation right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I need him to go ahead and come back. I need to go ahead and see what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't want the first issue to be like, "Oh, we're ready to find him," and the Maker just comes out in the end.
You know, if the Maker comes back and he does lose, you know, he still has to kill a bunch of superheroes, right?
Yeah,
Like, it can't just be a quick.
Yeah, it just cannot be
Yeah, it just cannot be a clean victory, you know. So
yeah, I don't think the Maker's dying. I just think I think at best they run him off, and then he reveals, "Oh, I also had a backup plan in the regular Ultimate Universe."
Oh.
He brings back the original Ultimate Universe. No.
Yeah, for the 5th time in a row.
Yeah,
the only thing that I want back from the original Ultimate Universe is one specific thing, and these motherfuckers don't specific thing.
I already know what it is.
Exactly. I don't need to say it because we all know it.
Yep.
And if you don't know, audience, go look at my Instagram because you will know who I cosplayed last year that will make this point stand.
I'm gonna say something else. If you don't know, now you know. In a word.
Yeah, no. Give me Ultimate North Star and Ultimate Colossus back together, and I'll be happy. That's all I gotta say.
Gotcha. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, none of us believe Marvel when they say that they're going to be done with this version of the Ultimate Universe. You know, yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, you guys, any final thoughts on this before Jake talks about his Bionicle?
No.
My precious.
Gotcha. All right, talk about your precious, Jake.
Well, last week I was introducing you guys to the Battle of the Skies arc. Okay, this is a part of the. I thought it was 2 parts. I was wrong. This is going to be a 3-part final battle between the Makuta and the Toa Nuva. There's a lot of revelations in this arc. A lot of things will be revealed. A lot of bullshit will be said. A lot of retcons that I don't agree with are being stated as we speak. For instance,
how dare you as a lifelong Bionicles fan not accept retcons, Jake?
Well, here's a retcon for you. Apparently, they're saying this arc that Toa don't kill. Bullshit.
Well, I think it's more. It should be more along the lines of nobody lived long enough to say that we killed. You know,
right? So we're gonna skip ahead to the next book just to say this one thing. Then we'll go back. Okay. What they basically were saying was that there was like one of the Toa, I forget who it is. I'm tired. They had like a Makuta pinned down. They're like, oh no, a Makuta had this Toa pinned down. It was a Nua. And then this one goes. The Makuta goes like, we both know how this is gonna end because Toa don't kill. And I'm like, the Borok, Rudaka, the the fucking kaijus they be at the time. I mean, like, killing isn't a first option, but they're completely open to doing it, is what I'm saying. I had to do research on this. Apparently, Greg Farshi tried to say, "Oh well, Toa back in the day, during the Dark Hunter Wars, Toa were killers, but in the modern day, they become more like peacekeepers and cops and all that stuff." Still doesn't work because the Toa we've been following is in that modern day setting. But whatever, that's a retcon I don't like. I've already told you about the Brotherhood of Makuta, which I don't like in terms of them all being Makutas. But That's neither here nor there. Let me get into things that I do like. If you remember last week, we introduced the idea that the Mask of Life has become its own Toa. It's decided that he's decided that, listen, I'm tired of people defending me. I want to fight for the universe. So he gathers some body parts, Frankenstein's that shit together, and he becomes Toa Ignika. Yes. It's hard to say.
You would think that would be such a simple concept to do in Bionicle world, just like make a Frankenstein version of Bionicles, you know? What took them so
that was
long?
the fun of Bionicle. I mean, they don't do that in the game. Well, they kind of did. When the books first started, I always glossed over this, but that all Toa teams have an ability to do a hyper fusion dance and become like a fused Bionicle.
Oh, okay, so they're ripping off Dragon Ball Z's fusion dance. What I'm
Well, they
hearing.
used to. So the reason I never knew that it actually has a name. Actually, like the fused forms have a name. Toa, this used to be there was a big ability of the Toa Nuba. That's why it was such a big deal when they fused together to fight the Borok, and the Borok beat their fusion because they just fused too, and they just beat their ass. But the idea was that you took all your Toas and you put them together in a specific way, and you got another Toa. So. And you needed at least 3 Toa of the same team to get that Toa pattern. There's like multiple different fusions between the teams. So, yeah, there were things like that. They phased that out once you got to the Toa Metru. I mean, they say they can do it, but they never actually did it, and they never do it again. But I digress. Anyway, so Toa Ignika, he's like, listen, I gotta go help my boys. Toa Ignika is a funny character because he is so new to life. He doesn't understand things that like very simple things. There was a fun part of the book where the Toa were manipulate, so he meets up with Pahatu, Liwa, and Kopaka. And I like this bit because they're like, their plan is they make a Makuta think that they know where that Makuta stronghold is. And so they're like, okay, and the Makuta. I'm sorry, it's not a Makuta. It's a Dark Matoran. The Dark Matoran goes to the Makuta stronghold, and the Toa Phantoka. That's this team. They're Toa Nuva, but they're split into 2. This squad is called the Phantoka squad. Basically, what you call that.
Okay.
They're following the Makuta, the Matoran back to the Makuta stronghold, and Kopaka, he's like, I think there's somebody following us. He looks up, and everyone's like, hey, who's that guy? It's Ignika. He's just following the Toa team. And they're like, he's like, hey, who's that guy? And then Kabaka's like, well, he's not bothering us, so I guess we'll just like let him do his thing. Eventually get attacked by some Rahi beast, right? And they're struggling, and Ignika's like, oh, I've never been in a fight before. I don't really know how to show restraint. And then he reaches his hand out, and because he uses the Mask of Life, it just suffocates the thing to death. It's like, what? So apparently the Mask of Life can instant kill anything in its way. I was like, holy shit, that's scary.
Yeah.
But Ignika is so like he's so inexperienced with it that it's more dangerous than helpful. Take for instance when they get to the Makuta stronghold, and the 2 of the team, like the Kopaki gets separated, and it's just like Liwa, Pohatu, and Ignika together, but they get manipulated by the air, the stronghold, to think Ignika is a Makuta, and they're fighting him. And from Ignika's perspective, he says, I don't know why my new allies are fighting me, but I don't know how to show restraint, so I guess I'm going to kill them. They're like, oh my god. So eventually they start choking him out. He starts choking them out with the mask. Like he can take their oxygen away just with his hand. And they're, and Potts is like, Luna's like, wait a minute. I don't think a Makuta can do that. That's like a very specific mask bar. Oh my god, we're fighting the wrong guy. So they kind of come to that realization. I still love how Bionicle does fights in this universe. Fights are not based off of who has the highest power level in Bionicle. It never is. Makutas, I think one of the Makutas brings it up best. It's like, on paper, if you put any Makuta against any Toa team, realistically, it should be a guarantee that the Makuta wins, right? The problem is Toa have a knack for just like, whether it's outsmarting us, whether it's luck, or whether it's just sheer tenacity, sometimes we just lose because like they just find a way to win. And then that's how basically Bionicle works. Like Bionicle isn't based off of your highest power level. It's based about how creative you can be in a fight. Can you use your abilities to your advantage to get the edge? And when you think back about the old Bionicle stories, that's what all of them really are. When it came to Makuta, he was basically like the Makuta Pterodax, like the real Makuta. When they fought him the first time, he was basically the shadow, eldritch, horror type creature. They beat him because they combined their powers together. But when they fight the Bo-Rock, they can't fight with just raw power anymore. The Bo-Rock are just stronger than them. They throw everything at them. They throw the Mask of Time at the Bo-Rock. They just can't win. And so what they wind up doing is they wind up using the Bo-Rock's powers against them to win. They find creative ways to turn.
So it's think smarter, not harder.
Yes, exactly. And the longer Bionicle goes on, especially in the Toa Metroid, that's why I love that saga. So many of those fights are determined by how smart the Toa can get around a problem. And I think I love that the most. So, we also learned some things that I think are interesting. Fun factoids I did not know. Pohatu has the Mask of Speed. I mean, he's a Toe of Stone. He's the orange one right there. He has the Mask of Speed, right? And it always made him really fast. And I always that was in the first book. Nothing has ever been retconned here. Except I didn't know he can vibrate. He can vibrate like the Flash. He can phase through objects like the Flash. Apparently,
he can vibrate the molecules.
He can vibrate his molecules, and he can run through. He can also grab his friends and also vibrate through walls as well. And so I was in my head, I'm like, I need to see the Flash versus Pohatu and see how that fight plays out. I think Pohatu would win because he has all that and he has Earth powers. So I guess that's it. We also get to see Igneka come in for the final fight, be a real key player. I do like how the Toa take an active approach in fighting back against Makuta. I mean, it's clear to them that they can't really flat out beat them conventionally, so they try to play to their strengths. The final fight in this is the most fun I've had with the Bionicle fight in a while since the Toa Metro days. I did like the Toa thinking of creative ways to keep the Makuta off balance, because again, the Makuta's powers are kind of busted, so them trying to outthink the Makuta and use their elements to their advantage, or even Pohatu using stone. You should be out of his element, right? Because he's in the air and he's a stone Toa. But he finds ways to make stone to his advantage, so he can save himself from fatal fights and everything like that. Eventually, they fight back the Makuta, and that's pretty much the end of that book. I thought it was really fun, but we also get another revelation in this chapter too, that the Toa Nuva as a whole, all 6 of the Toa, they're from here. This is their home island. There was in the first book, the Toa Nuva appear on Motunui Island, and they don't know anything about themselves. They just know they appeared on these canisters. They have to save. They have to save the world. They have to save Motunui, the island. They have to fight, the Bo-Rock. They have to awaken Motunui. That's all they knew. But throughout each saga, even when it's not about the Toa Nuva, we get hints that, actually there's a bit more to the Toa Nuva than you think. Where they come from does matter. Now we know they come from Cardanui. This is their home. Where the final battle for Motunui is where the Toa Nuva were born. Some of the Matoran actually remember the Toa Nuva. They're oh, hey, it's you guys. You were our protectors. And they're like, what are you talking about? We don't know you. It's oh yeah, back in the day, Kopaka, you saved my life once. You're really cool. And they're like, oh, that's new. That's interesting. Okay, cool. And so we got that little inkling, but not much on it. And that is until we go to the next book. So basically, we have the Battle for the Skies arc. Now we're headed to the Battle for the Swamp arc. And with the Battle for the Swamp brings us new Toa. There we go. This time we have Toa Tahu, as you can see here. We have new Makuta. The gimmick here basically is that they have these little fan shields on them. It's not, you can't see it right now. Right there. You can see that little fan shield on Tahu, and they have their little blasters and everything, and the blasters can adapt to their swamp environments. And there you go with Gali and Anua. Just real quick, what do you think about the Toa Mystica?
Okay.
Yeah, this is their looks. Just wanted to know your thoughts.
Accessories.
How do you feel about them personally?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're my least favorite, to be honest.
Ooh. Okay.
To be honest with you guys, I like the Phantoka better. I think they're more sleeker designs. They play to the strengths of the Marhi Nui Toa. I mean the Toa Nuva designs, but also enhance it in some way. I don't like this. I don't like Tahu's helmet. I don't like Gali's helmet, to be specific, actually. The jet turbines are interesting, but that's about it. I mean, yeah, Crypto, were you gonna say your thoughts on this?
Oh no, I'm just saying. I was just saying they're carrying that bling bling with those blades, man. So yeah.
It seems to be now. This is Ghost versus Bugs. That's kind of the theme they're going for right now. I think it's okay. I did have the Tahu Happy Meal because they play this trailer nonstop. Fun fact. Now this one kind of goes into the origins of the Toa Nuva more so. We actually start off with Tukanuva, who we haven't seen be a relevant character really since Mask of Light. That was years ago in the stories franchise. I think that was one of the first 3 books. I think we're like over 9 books in, and Takanuva hasn't really done much plot things. So now he's getting plot information from the Order of Matanui. We've learned about them since the Makama days at the very end of that saga. And this story, but the Order of Matanui bestows themselves to Takanuva and says, "Listen, you're the only one we trust with information. We have to tell you the origins of the Toa Nuva." Okay, which was a bold choice. I don't know why they just don't tell the Toa Nuva themselves, but anyway, so we find out that the Toa Nuva were made basically. They're the only Toa team that's made specifically with the sole purpose of defending Matanui should he get sick. That is their purpose in life. They were made originally like in a lab. They weren't Matoran. They weren't Matoran. They were actually just Toa. When they were born, they had to have all this explained to them, and they were told like, "Hey, these are your names. This is what you do. This is what a Toa is." And I really like the reaction to it. They're like, "Okay, but why though?" And they're like, "Well, because like God needs a defender." And they're like, "But he's God. Why does he need us to defend him?"
It makes a good point there.
Right. And so
it reminds me of those like weird Jesus people, the ones. Right. They're like, you have to fight with God. It's like, but who said I had to fight with God?
Right. So but the guy says, "Listen, don't worry about it. In the meantime, you're gonna what's up, Cryptid? Oh, what's up?
You're telling me not one of them was like, oh my God, that's all we're meant for? Like how Rick and Morty Butterman team?
They didn't have they have a problem. They didn't know what they were doing. They're just bored, and they just were like, oh, I guess. I mean, they were hesitant. They didn't want to do it originally. They were like, I don't know why we have to do this. I don't know who you are, whatever. I do like the reaction to being told their roles, though. They're like, listen, all of you are Toa of this, this, and this. Also, by the way, that guy over there, the red one, he's the leader. And they're like, why? And they're like, they don't get an answer. They're like, but what if we don't like him? And you're like, what if he's just grumpy? Yeah, what if he's like impatient and a bad leader? And Tahu's answer to that,
here, calm down.
Right, and Tahu's answer to that is burning Lewa's face. It's like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. And Lewa was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then Lewa tries to take off his mask, and then he learns the other thing that we learned pretty early on in Bionicle. If a Bionicle loses their mask or takes off their mask, they lose half of their power. They feel an instant drop in power. So if you're gonna take off your mask as a Toa, make sure you swap it with something else or put it back on pretty quickly. We also find out that the Toa Nuva in this time period, they were trained to fight here. That's kind of why when they get to Matanui, they instinctively know how to use their powers to an extent. Like they have to relearn it a little bit, but they have some instincts, battle instincts into them.
Is it bad when you said the mask thing? I thought like used it from courage.
Oh, when they took it, yeah, when he's like like that.
He was having scared when he takes it off.
Right. But yeah, we learn basically that their training days. We see them like in their diaper phases, as they will. In terms of the actual battle for the swamp goes, the Makuto do kind of are still a formidable threat. Each Toa can't take on one Makuto by themselves. They're kind of struggling. Again, this is
trailer.
Say it again.
No, the trailer was throwing me off. You're the clip you're playing.
Oh yeah, this is the Toa Nuva and the Toa Mata trailers. This is one that
I thought people didn't like. Yeah, take his mask off, and then God was playing with him like Smash Brothers, like crazy.
Oh, yeah. Well, because originally, so like the Rock'em Sock'em robots, that's what the original Toa line was based off of. That's why you could if you messed with them, you could knock off the other Toa's mask, and that was like the gimmick they were going for.
Forgive me, people. I'm tired, man. Everything cuts me off guard.
No, yeah. But yeah, so we actually get to see the Toa Nuva in their training days and what they were like. We get to see Gali. Actually, found out that Gali trained with Hydraxon, which was an interesting tidbit of lore. I I thought that was pretty interesting. It didn't really mean much to me, but I thought it was cool. A way to tie in the Toa Marhi saga with the Toa Nuva saga. So that was pretty cool. In terms of the actual Mystica fights, all the Toa and Mystica are struggling. Again, to fight one member of the Brotherhood Makuta is an Avengers level threat. So they're fighting Avengers level threats solo and they're struggling. So right now the Mystica split. The goal of the Mystica team is to split up and find the keystones. If they find the keystones, they can open the vault that will help them awaken Matanui, the spirit. And they need to put the mask. They need to slam dunk the Mask of Life in there and wake them up. And their current objective right now is to regroup because right now they're getting their asses fucking kicked. Even Tahu's like, "Fuck, I hate asking for help, but this guy's really fucking strong and I can't beat him." So that's kind of where we left off. Where it is now, I'm really enjoying what I'm reading. I think my only issue is Greg Farshi. It's saying that the Toa don't kill. That's not true. That's not true.
Still with Avatar, like, bro, come on now. He just
Right. I think it's more egregious.
will launch a full. He'll create a full avalanche, like in a Black Widow movie level avalanche on people, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, they lived."
Right. I think it's more egregious in this case because this Toa team's mentor was the Toa Metru. The Toa Metru's last adventure was them combining their powers and shooting Rudaka in the chest, basically shooting her dead. Right then and there. But Toa don't kill. All right.
Oh, that's
You know, at least with a cool one-liner.
No. Because Bakama did a whole victory speech about leadership and all this shit, and Rudaka's like, "Fuck, well."
He did it pull it like lethal weapon. And you're right, it's been revoked. What?
we don't have rights here.
But you have the spirit.
Right. No, Rudaka wanted to get shot. That was the other thing. She was tricking them into shooting her. She needed to get shot, whatever. Yeah, I just don't agree with that whole idea that the Toa don't kill. I know that I've noticed he's trying to add some honor code to the Toa these days. He started doing that around the Toa Marhi, and I never really had a problem with most of it.
What is that Predator shit?
Right. It's like
honor bell. Didn't the nigga rage quit and try to blow up the whole area we lost?
They had like this weird one, like the Toa don't sneak in the shadows, but I'm pretty sure they did in the Web of Shadows arc. That was like they had to.
hence the shadows part of the name.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, they were doing stealth missions all the time. They're doing recon missions and all this other shit. I don't know where this whole idea that like Toa don't do this. Unless that started right when the Toa Mata were a thing, I guess. That would kind of explain something, but I don't know. But all in all, like I said, I'm enjoying the book. This is the most enjoyable Bionicle's been since Toa Metru, so I'm glad we're back on track with that. Apparently, I have a lot more stories to go. I'm going to tease this to you guys now. We're going to get a multiverse story in Bionicle.
That's where it started.
Wow,
Might have, yeah.
Is this where it all started? The multiverse?
It might have been. I knew this was coming.
Start the multiverse thing in comics, asshole.
I will say though, if you guys know the story about Transformers, like the mirror universe, that's what we're doing here. Yeah, we're doing that here. I know it's coming. We're doing it here with Takanuva. So we'll be going to a universe where the Toa are the villains and the Makuta are the heroes.
No, bro. I want to see the Paraka, bro. I want to see the honorable Paraka.
You know what? That you know what? You sold me on. Originally, I was not excited until you brought that up. We might see honorable Paraka. That would be funny. Like the Paraka, they're like, no, we would never.
How would you feel if I drew you as a Paraka?
Say again, which I'm sorry.
You got there. You got there. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you. How would you feel if I drew you as a Paraka?
Oh, who is a Paraka?
You.
Oh, me? I would hate it because every second I got to worry about my teammate betraying me and backstabbing me and shit.
Would you rather be a Toa?
I'd definitely rather be a Toa.
Which version of the Toa would you be?
Okay, well, the problem with that is that each Toa team has its own headache. I love the Toa Metru. Would I want to be on that team? Probably fucking not.
Just like aesthetically. If we
Aesthetically.
like pick your favorite and don't worry about all of like the bad stuff that could happen.
Aesthetically, it's a tie between the Toa Ignika and the Toa Metro.
Okay.
Wait, what you
What?
doing? You draw him as a Toa, and then you draw a brick wall as a mask.
Listen,
If-
I'm already drawing my Sona in Twisted Wonderland. You're gonna have to give me a minute.
If
Mhm.
I could be on a Toa team, it will be the Toa Nuva, only because I feel like living on Montanui is easier than being like a Toa Metro or
If you want to beat Makuta, you have to get the mask of brick. Okay.
the Mask of Breeze.
The Mask
That
of
was
Brick is gonna save you.
before he tried to take over Montanui. He said, "First, I must retrieve the Mask of Brick before the Toa get it." Okay, that's my
No,
one.
because remember, Jake, don't you remember the reason why Austin is even here was because you were like, I like that brick wall. Give him life. And I'm like, why do you call it him? It's a brick wall. And you were like, do it anyways. And I was like, what do I get in return? And then you were like, oh, you get to update your design to be cool. And I was like, okay, that sounds a good idea for me. And then not long after, Austin was born. Isn't that right, Austin?
That is the origin story.
That is the origin of Austin the Wall.
You all get the mask as you don't know what my power is. It's either gonna be Minecraft or you're gonna be bricked up. You have to decide.
It's like that's too
Make
confusing.
the world or doing the world. It depends on who puts me on.
That's true. Only the 8th Toa Nuva can put the mask on.
It'll definitely be some dumb restriction. Only the fourth, third member of the team can do it. What? The fourth team member, the third of the fourth team. Like, I don't know.
Right. The more we get through this, the more, you know what, I'm talking myself into it more and more. I'm excited to get to the reboot. I said it. I think just because I've learned so much about like what this meant to Greg Varsity, I would, now that I know, I don't see it as like, I see it as like a myth now. I don't see it like I see Ninjago anymore. Like it's not like, oh, that was just like a story. No, I see this like that was Greg Varsity's story. Like
He wrote it like he wanted it to be his Odyssey. And it's like, bro,
so
you know what? It would be to you whatever you want to be.
right. So I'm more interested. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere obviously because it got canceled. But I am curious as to what that reboot was going to do because I feel that's what if you're going to reboot Bionicle, that's how you would have to do it. You would have to. It had to be your story, but like with the Bionicle characters. That's the only way it could work.
That's right, y'all. You get to play with your Bionicle OC.
Right.
Yeah, I love an OC. I have over 50 of them.
Right. So
Don't ask.
but
No.
you know, I'm excited to finish this arc, but I'm tired, so it won't be today. So
No deal.
yeah.
But all right then. With that, let's move on to the last two topics of the week, audience. So, Austin.
Oh, I love the screenshot from Twitter.
That's all I had.
Okay, so
We talked
Dan-
about Mora and Transformers a bunch of time on this channel. Every Transformer review led up to when him taking over.
yeah,
We talked about because I was very concerned with how bright his art style is, as you can see here, compared to the dark and green that we've been getting. And I found out recently the only reason he even took over was because when the writer left, the artist wanted to leave and follow the writer to whatever book they go to next.
hmm
And Dan Moore is only the transitional. Robert Kirkman and Dan Moore are only the transitional people until the next guy takes over.
yeah,
I don't think Robert Kirkman really wants to write this book long term. He's still doing Battle Beasts and like some other stuff. And Dan Moore is only staying around for 6 issues, and then moving back on to whatever his main DC book is.
right.
I think it's Immortal. Is it Immortal Batman? I know what it's called. Immortal Batman. It's right here at the bottom, on the right.
Okay, hold. Let me look at that.
I think it's called Immortal Batman.
The one with him and Wonder Woman, I recall. So, yeah.
No, I mean the other one.
Oh, okay. Now let me get a zoom in on that. Oh, you continue on, Austin.
I think it's Immortal Batman. I haven't read it, but I saw the cover of the issue like 3 the other day when I was at the comic shop. But that's his main that's his main comic series, from my understanding.
Okay. Oh, he also did the Deadpool and Batman book.
Yeah, when it comes to bright colors and super stuff, he can do it. But like that's not what Transformers the book needed. So I'm glad he's not a permanent stay. But I really need to see who they come next, because like we can easily get way worse.
Oof.
Like please don't bring in Ryan Oatley. I love Ryan Oatley for Invincible, and when he was on Spider-Man, because you can switch out the characters with exactly the same. It was the funniest shit ever. But I don't need Transformers. I don't need Duke looking like Mark and Peter.
You might end up settling for Umberto Ramos, Austin. So
Yeah, oh,
just
well,
brace
I
yourself.
can't deal with that
Just
either.
brace yourself, man.
So like,
Brace yourself.
I know I'm complaining about a great thing, but it's like I don't know. I can take worse, but I can't take too much worse.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just need someone who can do a dark and gritty war style because that's what the book was.
Uh-huh.
And then if they ease up on that, then I can take another colorist or artist. Colorist sound racist. And I'm like,
Oh, we all know what you mean, Austin. We all know what you mean.
I'll take another artist.
Mm.
But I'm surprised he's lowering his number of books. As you can see, he was already doing 6. I thought he was doing 2 more Boom books too. Most of the stuff here was DC too, if you can tell. It was 5 DC and 1 Transformers.
Okay.
I don't know. We can move on. It was just he's not the main thing on the book, so that's a good thing. But he easily turns to a bad thing.
Phew, there you go. Well, let's just hope for the best. As
I don't want
always,
to
we also have to prepare for the worst.
Don't touch my book, sir.
Gotcha. But alright then. I guess for that, we'll move on to the last comic of the night. To the last topic of the night, audience. Which?
Yeah,
You
we're
wanna do the
getting
honors
into
of
the
this
snow
one?
book.
Yay!
I found half the people here did not like her music, by the way.
Who?
Half the people do not like her music.
Daredevil.
What?
Daredevil doesn't like her
Oh.
music.
A lot of people do not like Luna Snow. She's K-pop is an acquired taste. It's getting more popular, but it's not like the biggest popular thing in overseas.
Yeah, I know.
Popular,
I
but not
of all people would know that.
yeah. I'll talk to Cryptic, but Witch knows for sure. You saw how we all react to K-pop Demon Hunters before we watched it.
I waited a very long time for you guys to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even Namor here. I guarantee you Namor does not give a fuck about K-pop.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't. I don't think he would. I think he's just there for the
But
vibe.
this was here.
I personally liked her music videos, the ones that Marvel did, which they actually hired real K-pop stars to be singing those.
Yeah, I believe the chick from Pink or Twice. I forgot which one.
Yeah, I think it was Pink, but yeah. So anyway, audience, Luna Snow is getting a one shot, and this
That's
is actually going. Yep, this is actually going to be. This is actually. Oh well, okay. I might as well say the bad news. It's written by Greg. It's going to be written by Greg Pak.
This dude
Okay.
has done the most terrible comic run I've seen.
Listen. From
he's
what
the
I heard
Falcon.
about that Falcon book, like that Sam Wilson Captain America book, I'm kind of scared of this man writing a Korean woman.
Even before
Okay,
that, like every book he's done has been bad. Bad.
Question: what would be the equivalent for Koreans when with what Greg Pak did to Sam Wilson? You know the moments I'm talking about.
If they made her a comfort woman to a Japanese man.
Gotcha.
That would be terrible.
And
Yeah.
maybe
I heard
have
about
her eat some Korean barbecue on top of all
No,
that. I
no.
guess.
When it comes to food, no, not really.
Mhm.
It's just think of how Japanese people would think of Koreans. Like
Mhm.
some Japanese people would think of Koreans, and then you just go from there.
Just look up woman statues, and you'll understand what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, the Japanese government wants to take all of those down, but guess what, bitch? We're not taking them down.
But I will say this about Greg Pak to at least give him some defense. Like he did write like Luna Snow and Agents of Atlas, during her debut. Those were not that bad. But those are pretty good, I gotta say. Like he's the one who wrote the romance between Luna Snow and Amadeus.
I hated that.
Okay. I will say this though, it does kind of seem like a Greg Pak will start off great with a story, but then as he goes older and goes back to that story, it does stink. You do see that. Look at the Planet Hulk. Look at what he does with Planet Hulk. First run, great, phenomenal. They even made an animated movie about that, right? but after like the third trip back to Planet Hulk, it sucked. Like audience, you know what? You want to know what one of his plans was for Planet Hulk? Was to have the last city in Sakaar be powered by She-Hulk. Get it? Because her name is Jen Walters. Generator, you know?
Right.
You guys get it?
It's fucking plan.
Yeah, you get it, Witch? Like, yeah, dad joke there.
Unfortunately, because why do we have to have female? Like, come on, it's been years. We know how to write female characters right now.
That was
Yeah,
a crazy
yeah, I know.
book. She had no reason to be on this fucking planet. She was just there when we got there.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. So yeah, Greg Pak is gonna be writing like a one shot.
Hold
Oh, look, this is just a one shot.
Go to the bottom right of this page. Who the fuck is that?
That's Deadpool. You see Deadpool, Mojo,
Mephisto, Jen.
Who is that? Is that supposed to be Mojo? Why he look like a fucked up?
Yeah, that's Mojo.
He look like a fucked up Hulk. Why they call him green?
He always looks like that.
He's yellow.
Yeah.
That's green.
I think it's just the lighting.
They look like the leader of Melted.
Yeah. So you see Mojo, She-Hulk, Deadpool, Cindy Moon.
Deadpool with the marry me sign.
Yeah. I know, right? But
you can see Cyclops. You see like his belt, his chest belt, and everything right next to the name on.
There you go. Damn, I
That's
forgot.
a sign. I can't tell who it is. They're probably Cantrix and Magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. It wouldn't surprise me if they bring in Dazzler, because I did like what Marvel did with Dazzler and Luna Snow in the last interaction they had. I think that was Concert of Champions.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But yeah, so this is going to be the fallout of One World Under Doom, actually, and this is going to be more of an apology to
It's all over the world.
Hey, she didn't even want to do that fucking concert. Yeah. She canceled the fucking concert, dude. Why did she?
And to be fair, like she disavowed Doom towards the end of that book, didn't she, Witch?
Yeah. She went to go help her friends because she was like, I hate Doom because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
So, on here.
But for whatever reason, they're just going to act like it was her fault that she was pressured to be doing Doom propaganda. So,
dude, everyone was doing Doom propaganda. Why is this her fault?
I did want to see the song they wrote for that and see her perform like on YouTube. I kind of want to see what it was going to be.
Oh, dude, that will be something. Okay. Now I remember what I was about to say about Greg Pak. Like, Marvel for whatever reason seems to keep wanting to give him gigs, even though his good days are way behind him. I think this is just like about the whole friends you make in the industry, right? You just want to hire them because they're a nice guy. You just want to hire them because you just want to keep giving them work because they're a nice guy and you're friends. You probably go to a barbecue with them every now and then.
You go to Korean barbecue.
Yeah, but you know deep down like their work is starting to become shit. But, they're not going to want to change any of that because hey, they'll still get gigs because you're friends. Yeah, pretty much.
It's like a Dan Slott thing where it's like I won't say Dan Slott can't make good books or anything like that. But they were actively can tell you and complain about him doing everything late and fucking up schedules and crossovers and everything, and then immediately put him on another book.
Well, to be fair, like they kind of learned their lessons, their limitations with Dan, so he cannot do more than one book at a time.
Bro, I didn't realize it. It's behind Silk but next to Mephisto is Wolverine with a poster that says "Love You."
Wait, what?
That's Wolverine pants and belt buckle.
I'm looking. Oh, damn! Really? Okay, I see it. Wolverine is right behind Silk.
Yeah.
Mephisto.
You're not convincing me that the cowboy Japanese man is a K-pop fan.
Oh boy! Wow. Okay, they're really stretching themselves on this one, audience. So
to be fair, just a cover. It's a really funny looking cover when we see all.
Yeah, I don't think most of these people would even show up to a Luna Snow concert.
Nah,
We
not
could
really.
put-
Like
You'll have-
Mojo would be watching it from the Mojoverse, yes, but like
He'll
other
probably
than
trying
that,
to
he wouldn't give a
stream.
shit.
He'll be trying to make money.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
he cares about is money. He wants
Mhm.
viewers.
Yeah. Oh, speaking about
I
making
read
money.
all about that in X Factor 2020. I miss that book every day, guys.
Yep. Speaking about making money, and another caveat to this is, they kind of want to build off of the success of like K-pop Demon Hunters, that success, because like, hey, who does Marvel have in their roster that's a K-pop star? Luna
Literally,
Snow, you
Luna.
know.
Can we talk
Yeah.
about how there's no Agent Atlas or any of her actual friends at this event?
Oh, that is just sad. Yeah. The people who you would expect. Well, to be fair, Silk is here, and canonically, Silk was a Luna Snow fan before she became a superhero. So,
I know.
there's
I'm
that.
gonna vote for that, but still.
Mhm. Gotcha. I mean, I'm sure. Man, I'm thinking like with Amadeus that they might not bring him in, but given the fact that it's Greg Pak, he might try squeezing Amadeus in here. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of squeezing characters in here, another thing about this book is you're going to have a first appearance because there's going to
Oh
be a
yeah,
new
that
character
new
here. Her
character.
name is Vibe. Yeah, her name is Vibe, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to upload the picture for some reason. StreamYard wasn't allowing me to upload her picture.
Yeah.
You will see it in the article. Yeah, yeah. As far as her design, it looks like she's going to be a K-pop star rival to Luna, but it's a one shot, so how far can you really go?
How long do they do the excessive fan thing? The villain who's
It depends on if she gets it ongoing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's also another unfortunate situation you put Luna Snow in, because like Marvel's trend about like, you can only have one specific writer to type of writer to write a specific type of character in the community, In Luna Snow's situation,
Yeah.
who else do you have
I would
writer?
believe, I forgot the actual term of it. I'm gonna look it up right now. But there is this thing in K-pop culture, where it's like an obsessive fan,
Yeah.
but it's like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Stalker?
That's what I was thinking of. I found out recently because of like a real life incident.
They're called
Ooh.
susings, by the way. They're called susings.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Thinking of a super fan, but make it criminal.
yeah. That's basically what I was thinking of. I always thought that was gonna be her first solo villain compared to
Is it
just a rock
Susing?
K-pop star.
Hmm. She does need a villain after all. Like what? The whole expression "a hero is only as great as their villain." She has yet to have her own. Like she had her battle with AIM, but that was it. So
You know what's funny? I only heard that quote from recently, the one you just said. The way I always
Okay.
heard it was the way they said on the TV show Gotham, where it's like villains are only as good as the people that try to stop them.
Huh. Okay. I only heard about. I first heard about that when I was watching Superhero Bowl. So yeah. Okay. But yeah, as a someone who's been a big fan of Luna Snow since her debut, yeah, I've literally have all her comic appearances. So yeah, for better or for worse, I'm gonna have to buy this. If I
I'll
could get
read
good
it.
value.
Where the fans belong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which
I'll read it.
yeah, we'll definitely review it when it comes out. Hopefully they bring in White Fox. I mean, she was a cool character too. So.
That's why I was just like, a lot of these people came from Marvel Future Fight, but they don't let them stay together.
I know, right? Let's see if I could. Let's see. There's more to the story.
They left
Okay.
I will say this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just reading the quote by Greg Pak saying like, yes, the new character Vibe will be a K-pop villain. So
What is
yeah,
this, K-pop Demon Hunters?
pretty much. Yep.
Next, you're gonna tell me this new villain is gonna be a demon.
I want to have Luna sing a parody of Golden.
It's gonna be called
Ooh.
Silver.
What?
What? You got the ice thing going on. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah,
Before
audience.
Marvel, I need you to bring my other Korean heroes from Marvel Future Fight to the game. They have 4 people, basically like the Avatar thing. They're all like a different element situation, but they
Yeah,
can
what's the best
fuse
for group?
together to make a dragon.
Oh, I remember those people, dude. I swear to God, they would have been popping up to the sequel of that Avengers No Surrender book if they ever, pandemic happened and all
I
that.
know. I was excited and everything. I was like,
Yeah, but
in the game, it's not isn't that cool, but I feel like in comics, especially like overseas in Marvel, you could do a lot with that premise.
I feel like they ended up missing the iron while it was hot at that point, you know? So,
Yep.
mhm,
Anyways, I got a song rec for the audience.
yeah.
Go listen to Alpha Flight number 12 by the Vulcan Dub Squad. Trust me, it's actually based off of issue 12 of Alpha Flight. It's good. It's good, trust. I wish I had the lyrics on it, but they're not that big. So go listen to that one song for me. Okay, that's all for me.
That's
And
there
this
you
is
go.
already a black soundtrack because we actually have one for some reason.
And yeah, Marvel Future Fight, there is an Alpha Flight theme, but it's for the space station, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that.
But yeah, I mean, that's really it for our thoughts on Luna Snow. I mean, count on us to have a review when it comes out, audience.
Well, she's an interesting character. You just her comics don't sell, and she can't really
Well,
progress
it's not
past
that
like
her com.
better stuff.
Well,
Most of the
it's
comics
not
don't
that.
sell. They only her miniseries.
Yeah, like she's in that weird position because her her creation was in a game, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a split between ownership of that and Marvel Comics. That's why she has very limited amount of screen time, panel time, in books. So which
And
is
yet
sad.
I can't get an Alpha Flight person in that game.
hmm Oh, and
Oh, I
people.
forgot. That's weird.
Oh, and people are like really waiting for Marvel Rivals to debut original characters. Yeah. We'll see how that
No,
goes
dude,
works out
no,
in the
man. Can we
long
get
run.
like more obscure characters
Mhm.
in the goddamn game first before we think about having
Yeah,
OCs?
next season is Rogan Gambit.
Yeah,
Season
I
after
did
that,
hear about Rogan Gambit. I think I heard about maybe Cyclops. I'm not sure about Cyclops, but we'll circle back around to him later.
the
Gotcha.
season after that is Deadpool and somebody, and then Cyclops is season after that.
hmm
It will be Cyclops and then like a underrated mutant. I can't remember his name, but it's not like a main mutant.
Hit
Gotcha.
Monkey. Just kidding. I heard something about Hit Monkey.
Yeah, Hitmonkey does have dialogue option for the Hitmonkey and like 3 other like people. What's the guy's name? The Hood when he
Yeah.
was Ghost Rider for some reason, and like the like 2 other people were going to be in the game. So they
Mhm.
have stuff they can put in when they're ready. But the way they release
Mhm.
characters is just really slow.
I mean, they
Yeah.
do it like 2 characters a month at this point.
They do 2 characters a season unless it's like a team. So like the Fantastic Four had all 4.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's different though. That's
Yeah.
for the team.
So but
Yeah.
every other one is gonna be like every 3
Dude,
months.
I deadass saw people being like, "We're gonna run out of of characters." It's like, bro, there's over like
No.
80,000 Marvel characters. You'll be fine.
You guys show them that
Or the
Marvel.
problem is like we're gonna start running to the same characters.
Yeah, you guys
As
show them
long
that
as I get
Marvel.
an Alpha Flight member, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I still want North Star to tank the Vanguard.
Mhm.
Here's the thing about the Bobier twins. I feel like they can either be separate characters where Aurora is a healer and North Star could be
I feel
whatever
like
the
you
fuck
have
he
to
wants to be, or you could do a cloak and dagger situation where they switch.
Mhm.
I think
It
you
will work
separate
better.
them
It will work
to do, like, a
better
full
if their ultimate is where they like hold hands and then they do like a cool light thing or something. I don't know.
No, that's why I think they'll separate them so that can be the team up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that'll be so. I really want them to be in the game, but I already know people are gonna sexualize the hell out of Aurora, and I'm not ready for that mentally.
Which if they when they end up bringing in your favorite characters, you gotta get the game and we gotta start a party, all 4
I
of
don't
us.
have a PS5. You gonna buy me a PS5?
We'll find a way.
Yeah, which we'll find a
I'm
way.
poor.
But I think the game's on PS4 now too.
Yeah, but it's gonna
Okay.
crash my PS4.
Apparently, it does really good on PS4. Not really any problems. I was very
Okay.
surprised.
I don't know. I need to get a couple things for my PS4 so I can like load it up. But then I definitely will get. get it, especially if I get an outfit. Because I'm not liking how they're portraying Namor, so I have to work with what I have.
Gotcha.
I agree. Sometimes I just go out my way to get certain outfits because I just hate the way they look.
I just hate that they're making Namor obsessed with Sue Storm. Like, he is so much more than that.
They gotta move on. And then the worst part is the voice actor is obsessed with her too.
Look,
Wow.
here's my thing with the twins, with the Bobier twins, as long as they have good voice actors and they speak Quebecois French, I'll be good, bestie. That's all I need.
Twins after the Bobier twins, I want them to do the Von Struckers. Only because they've never been in anything. And they can be another dual character, so they got the whole hand.
Not the incest Nazis. You want incest Nazis here?
Give me Von.
I just want somebody else to help the Hydra side of the story. Because the whole Hydra storyline.
I need more villains.
Give me Baron Von Strucker. I want to see Satan's Claw.
If I can't get him up in emo, I'll take the Von Struckers at least.
Yeah. I want to see Satan's Claw.
I can get why people. I can understand why you don't want Red Skull in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to have a whole storyline,
because I would purposefully pick Magneto every single time to beat a Red Skull's ass.
If you're going to have a Hydra storyline, you got to at least have a Hydra villain. That's all I'm saying.
Who wants to be in a party where one of your members is Red Skull? I gotta ask that.
Oh, you know who would be an interesting character to add in? You know what? Just for the shits and giggles of it, we should add Kid Juggernaut, Justin Jin. Get more Korean representation, bestie.
Gotcha.
I can see them doing that. I'm actually surprised they haven't pushed for more Pacific, Chinese, Korean.
AAPI people. We need more AAPI people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why do you think I headcanon North Star and Aurora as Korean? Because it just makes sense in my brain. And every time I look at those two, I'm like, these are not white people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they're not white people.
My friend believes in a sense North Star Korean, but she's like the sister.
They're twins. They have to be both.
They're identical, but also it's fraternal.
No, they're fraternal twins because unless one of them is trans, then they're fraternal twins. That's how it works. I googled it.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. We reached all the topics of the week, audience.
Yeah, and I didn't have to talk about 5 issues in a row. Be proud of me, audience. I did that for y'all's.
There we go. But Jake, if you're still there, you might as well play the end song.
Oh, I was laying my head down because I have a headache.
Sounds like someone needs a generator, audience. So, wow.
It doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Well, catch us tomorrow when we do our comic reviews of the week, audience. So
yeah, you guys get Christmas.
Oh. Just like that, which is out.